are live, baby. What we get copyrighted if I say Super Bowl Sunday?
Mwahahaha. Super Bowl. I hope not.
Like they're not getting us for that, right?
They're crazy now, dude. They have their new disclaimer says you're not allowed to do commentary about an NFL game. Good luck.
So what do they mean by that?
You're not allowed to be doing a live stream during a game talking about a game. The NFL's coming for that ass.
Even without it playing?
Yeah.
So you're telling me here, I'll turn us down just a little bit. Go check out Cosmic Jive.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that if it was just me up by myself, just my face, and I'm watching the game or whatever, I mean, maybe I don't even have it playing. Like, you can't hear it at least. I'm just watching it and I'm like, fucking, oh, did you see Taylor Swift just run out on the field, dude? Like, I can get in trouble for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. They're not really enforcing it.
Joke.
It's just on their disclaimer. If you go to a game, and if I had known I was going to talk about this, I would have prepped this because I saved it on my phone.
Oops.
But I tweeted about it at some point. It's somewhere on my Twitter where it just says, "Shh, we're not allowed to talk about the game, guys." Because I was at a Colts game recently, and the NFL had changed the wording. You know how it's always like express written consent. You're not allowed to use footage of this without express written consent of the NFL. Well, it's like a paragraph now, and it included, basically you're not allowed to do play-by-play or commentary. But
wow,
their entire app's driven around doing that. I don't know when they'll enforce it. They'll probably eventually cave, but it'll only be like ESPN and all of that good stuff. What is up, everyone? We got our first question from Tarar, and I feel obliged to answer this one, Danny.
I feel like you didn't I make you say something about it last week, but I guess we maybe you can change your mind this time.
I thought
argue the opposite way.
This whole stream is supposed to be a 2.5-hour Super Bowl preview, right? We're just going to be talking about football for the next 2.5 hours. So gear up.
Yeah, I always thought I could talk about shit that I know nothing about for a long time.
I'm going Chiefs, all right? Put on my tinfoil cap. Okay. I think that the Chiefs are going to win. They are the big brand now. They got not only the new Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes, the best quarterback, but now they have Taylor Swift. And they are just printing money now. They already probably were. But when you add the Swifties to the NFL's biggest brand or one of its biggest brands, we're talking about a team that already gets very friendly whistles on any primetime game. It's the biggest game of them all. I think the refs are going to be a little friendly to the Chiefs. We're going to get used to seeing Taylor Swift reactions in the press box every time the Chiefs do anything on offense. Just get used to it. Dude. It's okay.
She's an industry.
Oh, the whole thing's a work, dude. They
don't
like each other at all. There's no way.
First thing they did, the globalists?
Yeah, of course, the Clout people.
First thing, they made her famous, okay? They made Taylor famous, okay? And then they made her get with the Kelsey guy. And now they're making them get all the way to the Super Bowl and probably win.
Of course they're going to win. It's just going to,
for Taylor Swift,
make it rain. The Swifties are going to celebrate. And then sometime over the offseason is probably when actually, someone who's more up to date with her discography and like her recording and release schedule should tell us. Because then we can probably predict exactly when the breakup will happen, because it's going to be a banger of an album when she writes her breakup album about.
They're all about
4 minutes. Yeah,
they're all about like shitty relationships, right? Her whole thing is like,
dude.
It's like crying about boys or whatever.
Yeah, he's the worst.
I shouldn't say shit like that. We're gonna
she's like the female Tom Petty.
I'm gonna have Swifties down my throat. Or at my throat, down my throat.
I mean, phrasing. I don't know. Uh-oh. Parking Tigers with a spoiler in the chat.
Hey, quit with the corn, okay?
Shadow.
Pretending?
No, I don't. What?
I didn't know you were pretending.
That's rude. What?
You set yourself up for that.
How do I ask this question?
Too
What
bad I don't have sound
disability
bites.
are we faking? Yeah. It still works.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, do you think there are a lot of people tuning in for the Super Bowl for Swiftie today? Like a lot of Swifties turning in for Taylor?
I would think so.
That is wild, dude. Like somebody that normally wouldn't is just like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Can't wait to get in there tonight. There's going to be all kinds of Taylor memes. Like what the
first
fuck?
time there's, I think there's a bunch of single dudes asking around there. They think there's going to be a bunch of Swifties at the party tonight. It's just like, dude, I might meet my future wife tonight at the Super Bowl, dude. You think there's gonna be chicks there this year? This is ruined,
right? Yeah,
for so many men. They're like, damn it, dude.
I didn't even think about that. It's like a party. Now you're going there to hook up.
Yeah, now you got to actually
find yourself
watch
a Swiftie.
How many servings of that chicken dip you eat. Can't just be ripping on the queso all night like you normally might.
My stomach hurts already. So let's get into it. All right, folks. This is your Super Bowl without Super Dave because he had some stuff come up. So I might be a little frustrated about it. I won't say anything, okay? Dave, I hope you're well.
That is true. Absolutely.
Okay.
Hope all is well.
That's all I'll say.
Hope everything is good.
I won't say anything else. God damn it. Fucking goddamn it. Fuck.
Goddamn.
Won't say anything else.
Motherfucker. Listen here, fucker.
He's super dipped.
He's super dipped. He's forgiven. I have to agree with Fusion Tony here. Store was outrageous because everyone's last minute prepping. Yeah. Yeah, it was wild out there. In the supermart.
I did I think about this stuff ahead of time. I'm like, it's gonna be fucked this weekend for the Super Bowl. So I need to make sure I'm ready at home. I don't want to go out. I don't want to have to order because you can't even order tonight either. It's like, oh, I'm not gonna go do anything. Yeah, good luck ordering a pizza, you fuck.
No, yeah, no pizza, no wings. Good luck. Look here, listen. Showing is offline does not get it to stop.
But anyways, we'll move on without Super Dave. It's fine. Maybe next time we'll see him some other time. I don't know. Maybe. But we are going to talk about Vaush and the Pony Show. That's great.
That might have been why. Maybe it was like, oh man,
it's telling, isn't it, guys?
This ain't the episode to join now.
Chat. Tell me what.
Talk about all this.
Tell me what you think about it. Is it suspicious at all that Dave would back out on the lolly horse corn allegations? Is that suspicious? Maybe.
We're just asking
questions. He'll never beat the allegations now.
This is so mean. All right. We hope I hope there's nothing serious going on. Or
Super can take a joke. He'll be fine.
We're gonna take a big old L on this one.
Right, until he comes back and tells me something tragic, He's like, yeah, you guys were laughing at me while I was in the hospital. Connor sounds sus. No, I'm glad we're on the same page, folks. So Vaush and the horse corn, that'll be fun.
Sure will.
I mean, that's like the biggest thing. We got so much from that. It's like the entire fucking episode, but we do have some submissions like a normal shout out would. We also got some Sneeko, some King Cobra, maybe even some Joshua Putman here at the top, okay? Because I've got to tell you something about Joshua Putman, Kevin, something funny. And, you might not expect that because the last time Joshua Putman was in chat, he called you like a retard or something.
Yeah, it was very, very aggressive.
Not very
Although it could have been an alt based on what I've heard.
True, and we'll get into that, okay, at some point. But first, there's something I want to show you. It's kind of like a throwback plus maybe your expertise all in one. It's a great opening clip I just found. It's Dexerto, so it's like a news was showing this clip, interestingly enough.
Ooh, they did a news.
A news on Twitter, at least, if that counts as a news. But UFC champion John Jones heckled a comedian. Okay, so it doesn't even say who. It just says a comedian.
I know this. This place looks familiar, man.
Do you know John Jones?
I do know John Jones.
So is he what? Let's give it. I want your take on John Jones before we watch this.
John Jones is one of the candidates for the greatest UFC fighters of all time. He is also one of the candidates for the greatest fuck ups of all time. Doing things
this might be a showcase of that.
This doesn't limit. I'm by no means do I have the time to tell you all of the things that John Jones has done, but he did once get into a hit and run with a pregnant woman. He ran back. Don't worry, Danny. Don't worry. He ran back to the car because he left his weed in the center console, and he had to get his weed out of that rental car before the cops got there. He took back off. He's been busted for different. I think he's been busted for different PEDs. Had a cocaine problem.
The children can't. The children aren't going to win this episode.
And is a notorious eye poker
the
as
children
well.
Aren't winning.
He's pound for pound one of the greatest fighters of all time, and he still fights dirty. So world-class athlete, also a world-class piece of shit. In my humble opinion, I might have just cost. We're gonna have to edit that out because I might have cost myself a gig later by saying that one. So I hope he retires soon.
It's awesome. Not only that Dexerto doesn't know who Def Noodles is at all. They're just like, or they just they either don't know who they either.
No, I could see how that would you miss. No, he hit her with a car. She's already
hit her with a car. These children aren't winning though. The children aren't winning.
Maybe that was a John Jones alt pretending to be Joshua Putman. I don't know.
Oh, okay. But no, it's just hilarious to me that they either don't know who Def Noodles is, or which I mean, I could believe that, or they just choose to omit his name from the clip.
Dude, how pumped is he though? Because someone referred to him as a comedian.
Oh, you're thinking positively.
That's a huge dub for Def, isn't it?
Huge dub. Okay, let's listen to this. Check this out.
Right? You're a little drunk, I assume.
Un poquito.
I would say is
I want your her shit. I want a good white joke. Like I want a white guy to give me the best.
Well, I'll do a rebuttal to
it's been so many years. I want my friends to give me one.
Hey.
Guys, get it.
So, does this track for you? I mean, this guy's in the background like, I want a good white joke. Tell me a good white joke.
My favorite John Jones moment was on ESPN when he thought they had cut to commercial and he was talking to Daniel Cormier and he touches his earpiece and he goes, "Hey, pussy, are you there?" Yeah, so this is on brand all day. Yeah, dude, John, he's a great character. It sucks. He's fight fans. He's cost fight fans a lot by. He's the only time a UFC was ever canceled was because John Jones got busted for one thing or another. So he's just he's an interesting guy. But of all the places, why the hell is he at Def Noodles Comedy Club?
He gets real drunk and he's just like walking down the street and stumbles upon
and that boarded up
on this comedy club.
This looks good.
Or he was like, "Hey, I wanna go heckle that guy that pushed salvo pancakes off stage."
Yeah, that's why he probably thought he's like, "I can get into scrap here. I can legally beat someone's ass. You know, let him start it." That's probably what he thought.
All right, let's listen to a little bit more.
Give it to him for a good black joke.
Huh?
I was saying, guys, give it to him for a good black joke.
Give it to everybody give it to me right now.
I do. Heckling sucks, but also when you ask your audience for material, this is what you get.
Like, just blackout drunk.
Well, my kiwi over here was just the resource of everything. That's awesome.
Wow,
they research everything that's awesome.
How drunk is he?
No, honestly, I'm trying to find the amusement in it, and you guys have been awesome.
You guys have been awesome.
So honestly, touching. Okay, he not only said he said something like it sounded like he said my Kiwis. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming he means like my people research the best shit. And they said, come here.
Dude, John Jones is on Kiwi Farms. That's breaking news.
Don't let Keffals hear about this one.
Holy shit.
Don't let her hear anything about fucking John Jones and his Kiwi Farms obsession. But no, and then he says, it's been great. It's been
You guys have been great. Like all of a sudden, John thinks he's on the stage. Like, you guys have been great. Good night.
Pretty good showing for Dennis. I mean, maybe after that one, the next heckler he gets, Dexerto will actually put Def Noodles in the in the tweet.
It's crazy that
Dennis,
is not going to be the worst interaction that a YouTuber or content creator has with an MMA athlete this week, isn't it, Danny? It's insane. You would think that'd be the worst, but not even close.
We don't know what happened afterwards. Dennis might have got punched in the face a few times.
In the eye, probably. A couple of 12-6 elbows.
But there you go. There's your Dennis update, I guess. It's been a while since we've seen Dennis on the show for any. I mean, last time we saw him on the show, we were looking at his YouTube and laughing at him because it was like, I pissed myself. I'm gay. All of his titles are just so fucking weird.
The unsubbing or whatever he was working on.
Yeah. So, unsub to Def Noodles. I think he's still doing that, by the way. Unsub to Def Noodles.
I'll have to check back in, I think. We've heard some good feedback in the chat for Def Noodles, so I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to check it out. And he is, of course, removed from Twitter, which is a big loss for all of us. I didn't actually know that.
I mean, I'm not surprised about that. That last little stint he did, he was going pretty crazy. Shadow, you weren't here for the last time. Last time we invited Def on the show, he worked out while he was getting interviewed. So you might actually enjoy that part of it. He was getting swole while he was talking to me on the show. I haven't had him on with Kevin though.
Yeah, I wonder how much differently it would go if I was there. It depends on how much of our show he's watched. He
wouldn't come on again though. There's no way. There's absolutely no way Dennis would come on the show now.
Do we pull a
not after having Steven on
that
twice.
Majority report? I was just about to say, do we pull a majority report and be like, and here we have Steven Marcus Rutherford.
I mean, I could get a hold of a couple of them. I bet I could get a hold of Steven and Corey or whatever and see if I could get them all on a call.
That chick from Burning Man that sued him.
Yeah, the one that said his butt was unwiped or whatever. That girl, remember that?
I don't remember that part, but yeah. Good afternoon, Kanglo. Hope you showed up at just the right time.
You don't remember the butt wipe allegations? She said he would leave like trails on his seats.
Oh man, he should have had her sign an NDA on Discord. I hear you can just like write it on just like a user's manual. Just sign it right there, and it's NDA. ChatGPT told me that was solid. That would hold up in court.
Yeah, ChatGPT tells you a lot of things, doesn't it? So let's get into some shit. John Jones, everybody. Thank you, John Jones. We love that. Yep. I think
GOAT.
I think going on from there, if we're gonna stay on this drunk route, as you could call it. I'm not drinking right now, but we'll call this the drunk route, okay? Because John Jones was drunk, and Pest sent us a nice submission clip this week of have you heard of a little guy named Orson Welles before, Kevin? You ever heard of that
little guy? Yeah. It's my hero. One of my childhood idols, the great Orson Welles.
I mean, he's one of those. It's like just so every time I see him in anything, it's funny for some reason. A funny guy,
man of many talents. Thrown a few back, not the least.
So yeah, who do you think's drunker? We'll see after this. John Jones or Orson Welles.
This is before they started using prop champagne. Nowadays, that'd just be apple juice and water, probably.
I'd never seen this before when he sent this. I think you had said you'd seen this before, but I never saw this one. That made me laugh.
There are a couple of gold Orson Welles clips out here. I can't wait for this. It's been a while. It's been a long time. It's a good little treat, a palate cleanser, if you will.
There you go. From Dennis and his comedy.
Mark. 102, take 1. With overlap, action, please.
I mean, he looks obliterated.
Do anything?
No, sorry. Really?
That was
102, take 2.
The French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There's a California champagne by Paul Masson.
It's like, is that what it was? Is that they get Orson Welles for their wine or whatever, their champagne? And they're like, please try it. And he's just fucking pounding champagne. And now all of a sudden he's like, huh?
This was before.
What should I do?
Danny, so it was part of sponsorship deals. They would just drop off crates of the product to your house. And that's why Orson took this deal, to be honest with you.
They told him to show up drunk. They fucking wheeled him in. Oh, just how sloppy he is right from the jump. Just always, that's.
He thought the prop room was the green room, and so those are actually all empty bottles everywhere.
And then these fuckers, like all these fuckers around, have to be like, "Damn, why didn't I drink before we started?"
Dude, thank God Jimmy Fallon wasn't on set. He just
everyone's
fucking pissing himself. Can you imagine?
Everyone's fucking stone cold sober except for him.
Connor's on it. Yeah, he was like, yeah, pour me one every take. He's just hang on, I need a refill here. The French
by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated.
His face, the look on his face.
Yeah, hang on. I'll switch us over here. I'm blocking.
The French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson. Inspired by that same French excellence, it's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
Cut. Yeah,
I mean, holy.
The bottle's empty, sir. I can't. There's no more for me to pour.
I mean, that might be like the drunkest I've ever seen anyone. I think that's like that was a warning for everyone. I think way back when that happened, they're like, all right, we got to stop sending out. We got to stop giving samples before the shoot.
Because after that commercial, they actually had to start putting the warnings about, not drinking too much.
Jack Black with Sean Connery. Yeah, kind of. It is.
Whoa, the French champagne.
If they ever make they probably made one, but Jack Black as Orson Welles and something would be good. Would be great.
Ooh, if they do like
I would love that.
Cox style, like a mockumentary.
You're a genius.
About Orson Welles.
You're a genius.
Jack Black do it. That would be fun, dude. Like
get to writing.
Do like Death of Stalin style, that'd be fun, dude.
I love that. So thank you, Pest. We love hammered Orson Welles. I'm sure that a lot of people are gearing up to be hammered just like that for the Super Bowl here in shit. Not even we're under 2 hours now at this point, so start your drinking, folks. Start your fucking drinking, okay? Speaking of
he told me to
drinking. Speaking of drinking, our fucking boy, dude, the goblin himself. We're getting to goblins at some point in the show. Like Vaush had a lot to say about goblins. But
way too much.
King Cobra JFS is our goblin, the goblin we like.
Yes, the people's goblin.
The people's goblin, okay? And he just ended his dry spell, Kevin, and it's been the hottest news on Twitter and online.
And on my YouTube feed. For you, whatever it's called. Ooh, are we getting a drink review? When are we going to start doing this, dude?
Lipton Hard. I need to open up that PO box. That's what they say. I got to get the PO box, and they can, because he's saying here, he's like, the fans sent me all the Lipton Hard iced teas.
I want to taste test those hard Mountain Dews. I bet they're disgusting.
Well, I've seen you drink before. I mean, I'm not trying to out you. I'm sorry if
you never see me drink. I'm a Puritan.
I'm sorry if this is a well-kept secret, but I've seen you drink those Monster things. Those are alcoholic, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I could, bro. You got balls.
I've had one before.
I could do the Monster with the Jaeger back in the day when I, had less hair on my balls, like younger days. But now, dude, you got to be fucking kidding me. There'd be no way.
Manscaped.
I can't do that Monster shit, dude. I do a Lipton Hard iced tea though.
I drink a hard iced tea. Oh yeah. V-Dub, did I miss something from the Cobra verse? When you said Cobra news, I thought it was the other thing he did.
What did he do? I don't want to know, honestly. Please don't.
I'm wondering.
Please don't ruin Cobra for us too, okay? Come on.
I know we still haven't found Puff the Magic Dragon, and despite what Cobra believes, I don't know many reptiles that can survive winters in Wyoming, so who knows? Maybe that's what he's talking about. Kev, he got a girl round. Oh, yeah.
That's what this is.
Oh yeah, that's what this is gonna be about.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
He's
already. Well, no, I won't spoil.
Look at it. Look at the look on his face, dude. You can tell.
Yeah, that is a bit of a spoiler right there, because yesterday or today's stream already got deleted, but the interactions have changed a bit.
Check this out.
Oh god.
Yeah, this future where you can see on my lap. It don't matter.
Dude, tell me.
Comfortable with. Well, what do you want? I don't care.
How long is this clip, by chance?
Oh, this is the whole stream.
Okay, cool. Because this is right around the time. There's a classic Cobra move here.
You took a clip out.
No, you're good.
Kevin did take a clip out of this, a funny clip, but I'm saving that for Tuesday.
Oh, no, that's perfectly fine. There's a clip I didn't pull out of here. Okay, I'm just going to spoil it.
Okay.
He's going to fart several times during this stream. And there's one point
a wet and juicy.
He fires off, he squeezes out a wet and juicy. And then he laughs maniacally, and we get a rare flash of the Goblin's true smile, which you don't see very often.
God, dude. I mean, he's pretty happy here, to be honest. I mean, like, here, I started the clip at 35.
They do look very happy, and I feel like I should take some notes on how to kiss from these two. I've learned a lot. Boogie can do it, so can Cobra.
You like that? You like this? I mean, what is the stream?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it.
This is kind of the funniest thing to me is that Cobra can just like come home from the bar and turn on the camera with his bar wench and stream.
I don't care. It just makes it easier to focus on the screen. So
well, it used to be Couch Guy Kyle or whatever before. So there's been some characters.
Oh, he had like a buddy that would set
in with him? And there was homeboy Scotty, that fucking scumbag. And what was it? Trappers. What was this? There was the weird furry guy that
we need
Josh's girlfriend previously.
We need a King Cobra episode, a King Cobra bonus for real.
Oh, V-Dub's been watching some of the mead streams, or has at least caught some of the highlights like I have.
Jelly bean mead.
Cobra recently made a mead with chocolate chip cookies in it, and that same mead I think had jalapenos, but he just poured the whole jar. And he didn't realize that the jalapeno jar also had carrots in it. So, yeah, he's been...
That kind of makes me a little ill, honestly, thinking about that.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been living the life that our ancestors lived several hundred years ago.
This is like...
trial and error.
Cobra and Liver King kind of kindred spirits, you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, V-Dub. See, that's That's how bad it's been. I didn't even know V-Dub made that one up because it sounds very spot on to what Cobra's been doing. I thought I just missed an episode.
Well, right here, it doesn't matter. We kind of skipped over a little bit of it, but he was saying that he had turned off the chat so he doesn't have to be distracted by people making fun of her.
And that's where things got rough in their stream after this, because she starts to read the chat and respond to the chat. And she's a very hostile individual. In the deleted stream, the cops were called.
Oh my God.
And the cops, they know Josh by name. They even referred to his trolls in the discussion. But she just instigating things unnecessarily with I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say I'm happy for our boy Josh. I'm very worried about him here. I think he already wants to be out. Look at that face, by the way.
Here, let's listen to this.
She might want to be out too.
I mean, she looks like she's already out.
Mosquito or something. I'm like, he's a little yapping chihuahua, and I love chihuahuas. I do.
Freaking sweet, Lois. They ain't running stupid. Shut up, Meg.
Yeah, shut up, Meg. Fuck you.
He's about as hammered as Orson Welles.
Did you see the part where they both start singing Fuzzy Wuzzy?
Yeah.
And he's like, you already know. Like, as if it was like, I don't know, man. Like, as if that was some like alt rock band in college that they both somehow knew about. Like, dude, y'all are singing a preschool nursery rhyme while you're drunk.
I feel like we're missing out, I guess. This is what we should be doing, at least on one of the shows. It's like every Sunday we should just be getting in here and I should be pounding, the Lipton hard teas or whatever and just be trashed like all these people. I mean, holy fuck. It's the first three. Orson Welles, based and cool for getting trashed on the commercial. And we got John Jones or whatever the fuck heckling Deaf Noodles, drunk as fuck, based. And you got Boglin fucking shitting
Wyoming's
his pants
finest, dude.
making out with some hooker.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I'm sure she's a great woman.
You're just mad because he's YouTube famous and he's got a woman on his lap. And it's also, that's another thing. Josh says this time and time again. At no point does he even say her name. At a couple of points, he will say, because she asked for it. She's like, do you think I'm pretty? And he's like, yeah, you're my pretty. And then she's like, am I your queen cobra? Which, again, maybe a red flag. But the thing he keeps harping on when he's shit talking the audience is, you're just mad I got a girl on my lap. He's just like,
he's proud, dude.
There is a woman in this room and almost as if he doesn't really care about her too much. And I do think that she starts to irritate him a little bit I don't know. Is she still there right now?
I mean, an hour in and he's doing Peter Griffin fucking impressions instead of listening to whatever the fuck she's talking about.
Wait till he brings the puppet out.
Freaking sweet, Lois.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
He's got a puppet that looks like something out of Goosebumps, and he does ventriloquism, but it's the kind of ventriloquism where you move your mouth the whole time. You just change your voice, but then you still do it like this.
I like that.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's the best. I mean, Jeff Dunham is here. And King Cobra's up here.
How dare you? Okay,
so good.
Nothing beats
can get fucked. All right, listen. This one right here is for you, Jeff Dunham. All right, you looking at me? I want you to look in my eyes. I want you to feel this heat. You're a loser.
Hey, nothing's better than the spicy jalapeno guys. Spicy jalapeno.
Is that a problem? What's up, Huggy? Huggy's in the chat. Guys, I didn't mean it. I'm just trying to create. I've been watching a lot of lolcow podcasts, so I'm trying to create fake drama with famous people. So anytime we mention someone that's famous, I'm just going to tell them that they are a piece of shit, and we're just going to see how that goes.
You can see how dirty his house is right here. Just look at his left. Like, obviously, it looks cluttered and everything. But if you look over his left shoulder on his TV stand, you can see the dust.
They call this out in the chat, Danny. There's a clip. Someone better than me did like a 20-minute highlight of this stream, and that's what I watched. The chat calls him out. They're like, Josh, you didn't bother to dust before your lady comes over. And his response, Danny, was, I literally build wands in here, so dusting would be pointless. Plus, I do dust before it gets too bad.
True. I mean, he's right. You know, with all the sawdust and everything. I mean, I could imagine. Yeah,
dude. When you can see the dust in 720p, it's too bad, my dude.
That's what I was thinking too. But hey, you know,
I can't read your shirt, but I can see the layers of dust in that. Also, I would like. It's hard to tell the difference between the streams because they're both wearing the exact same outfits, which is just sort of, you know,
like the next day.
Yeah, I think. Oh, that's
what they probably just like woke up and she didn't bring any clothes, and he's not changing.
I don't know. Josh. Be careful, bud.
Speaking of Josh's, okay, we've got to talk about it because the allegations have been dropped or put out there. I mean, not dropped. So we've got to address it. Okay. So you remember the other week we were talking about all the complicated, funny business with Darcy or whatever, but the big crux of that whole conversation was somebody was a privacy complaint, putting privacy complaints on Mama Max's videos and any video that spoke about Darcy and Darcy's situation. So a lot of people were saying Darcy was giving privacy complaints, but Darcy says, no, I'm not giving privacy complaints. And then guess who comes out of the woodworks with the big fucking M. Night Shyamalan twist? Okay.
So a twist that everybody sees coming. Okay, go ahead.
Josh, not King Cobra JFS, but Joshua Putman from the chat. We've seen him before. So the story goes that apparently some in Lyrics' words, not mine.
He's the fucking Lizard King, by the way.
Some tard named Joshua Putman just admitted to being the one to file the false privacy complaints to multiple commentary YouTubers. He pretended to be Max and sent them to YouTube to stir shit as an experiment, but now he says he will remove them. Now you can see all these emails for the proof, some of Joshua's messages or whatever, yada yada. Not that important. I mean, you can just take them at their word, I guess, right? Because I'm about to tell you that all this stuff isn't true anyway, so don't worry.
Oh, you're gonna do that Y-Files thing where you're like, but is any of this true? And I'm like, did you just waste 45 fucking minutes of my day? Go on.
So Lyric says Joshua Putman fired all these complaints out, whatever. More screenshots of the emails he sent YouTube to match the privacy complaints, blah, blah, blah. What a weird fuck. Lyrics also goes on to say, by the way, these aren't my DMs. Credit to Ivana for sending these to me. She got a confession out of it. Well,
Parking Tigers made this screen. You see that?
Yeah, he always does somewhere, doesn't he? He sneaks in there somehow. So good thing that somebody in our chat is a super sleuth, because the community was basically dead set on blaming it on Josh because Josh already has a bad reputation. Joshua Putman is people say he's a doxer and he's a this and he's a that, and he's
calls people redacted on their own program.
He calls people
one that they co-host. Yeah,
calls people redacted. He tags people on Twitter. They don't like that either. So Josh is quite the notorious mofo.
That last one's fair. That last one bothers me too.
But V-Dub says, shouts out to V-Dub, a tale of two Joshes. I'll start blunt. Joshua Putman 80 is not the real Josh. So these people, V-Dub does a lot of research here. If you look, like he does
He's
the
legwork. A real Nick Valentine, which is a joke specifically catered to the yeah. There you go.
But V-Dub did the legwork. He talked to the real Putman, got the real evidence, and kind of compared some of the stuff here so you could see what was true and what was not. So go check out V-Dub's thread for sure here. But it's essentially all the proof that Putman wasn't doing it. And it's funny here. We can read some of the fake Putman messages. I like jerking off to commentary YouTuber videos and streams. I love hearing their voices. I want to fuck Shanry. I love her voice. Beat my meat to Shanry's voice. This is V-Dub conversing with the fake Josh. And this is the fake Josh's answers.
Do we know? Does V-Dub know who the fake Josh is?
I want to have sex with Abby Black.
Are we allowed to guess?
I mean, we can guess who it is. Yeah, I don't know. That speculation's out there. We don't know who that. He says he's Ezra is the name here that he gives V-Dub. Ezra Silas.
I would have guessed it was going to start with an S, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, goodness gracious. But anyways, so the community went from Putman did all the privacy complaints to the real story is there's a guy saying he's Putman to get everybody pissed at Putman now for doing
all the
this.
People you could pretend to be. You're going to go pick on Josh Putman, who I hear is an angel, a sweet angel.
A sweet angel.
He's kind of bullied me before, so I don't know what to believe.
Oh, so there's all that, you know. Is it the real Josh? Is it the fake Josh? Who knows, really, I guess. Where I think I'm at the point where I'm saying it was a fake Josh. It wasn't the real Josh, unless Josh is playing a old switcheroo on everybody else. You know, you never know.
It's stuck in my head now too, Kang, right? Anybody else got Eminem in their head?
Well, the real
Looks like we're gonna have a problem here.
Please stand up. But here's the deal, okay? This is where I had to address the story because who cares, okay? Joshua Putman, who gives a fuck, right? I mean, Josh is a sweet angel, but he's just some guy online. Again, why are we talking about it?
Everything you said about Joshua Putman was correct.
This is fucking why, okay? This is fucking why right here. I hope these people don't get mad, but how dare they say this, okay? Check this out. The Gaming Witch says to our executive producer, "Hey, bitch, you're Joshua Putnam. Putnam. That's not even the name, okay? She's gotten fooled again. She's talking about some other Josh.
Yeah, she's talking about the one that's in a Gundam Wing knockoff or something. What is that? This Josh fought in Nam.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, bitch, you're Joshua Putnam. You're the weirdo with burners, okay? And then Empress K. I don't even know who the fuck. I don't know who any of these people are, honestly. I don't know. I'm sure they're all lovely people. Don't know.
Anyone who refers to themselves as an empress, I'm sure, is a very wonderful person to interact with and be around.
She says, "Thank you. He's been blocked."
Oh, and also very smart, because you'd have to be smart to be an empress as well. An empress wouldn't be led astray by a simple tweet. You know, it would take a little more evidence than that, I would think.
So I had to put them right and tell them that it's not Putman, okay?
I've been
Jesus
told
Christ.
Otherwise.
And then I get that Gaming Witch. I've been told otherwise.
Get him, Danny. Look at this. Then he said, "Let me cook."
I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't get it, because now.
Can you tell me what you search? Go ahead. Sorry, I got a question for you after this.
Well, I was just gonna say that now we're fucked, okay? Because not only is maybe we're not as fucked. We need a clap, okay? There was I should have screenshotted it. Somebody had this spooky fairy lady. I don't even know. I should just find her on Twitter so I can pull up her Twitter. She deleted her post, but I don't know who this spooky fairy person is either. Okay, another one that's just like talking smack. I can't even find their fucking. They probably blocked me now. Whatever. But they made this post where they took a screenshot of. I'll just bring up Poland's Twitter here. They took a screenshot of Poland's Twitter here and says like, "Oh, this person is having a hard time. They're kind of crazy or something." And look what the fuck the screenshot cuts out. If you take a screenshot of the very top of Poland's page here, the central fucking thing on the page Clout Route executive producer.
Let's go.
People are taking screenshots and saying, "Who's this bitch? Who's this fucking Joshua Putman clone?" Blocked. So it's like we're one step away. She got the Clout Route executive.
This is marketing, dude. Yeah. Were you not in our Discord call? I think Poland and I are on the same page here. This is great.
This isn't how I envisioned it. Okay, this isn't how I envisioned it.
There's no such thing as bad press, dude. This is a well orchestrated marketing ploy.
Like, these people now think that our executive producer is Joshua Putman. Essentially, they just think that our show's being ran by Joshua Putman behind the scenes.
Well,
I guess it's our fault for letting people believe that, right?
Work with that.
We made it plausible.
We need to go back to convincing people that Poland is a PT alt. I think that'll
the ship has sailed. I think that ship has sailed. I think it wasn't that bad, okay, when it was just a PT alt. Okay, it wasn't that bad. I mean, PT isn't being like accused of being a doxer, well, except for that one time, or like a mass tagger, as far as I know. I mean, honestly, was it worse when they thought she was PT, or is it worse now? I don't know. Now I'm repeating it back out loud. I can't tell.
Oh, here we go. Poland is in. I'm a godly woman and not any of the degenerates I've been accused of being. Thank you. I'm going to church now. Yeah, that's fair.
It's blasphemous, honestly, okay?
Not great. PT says the living's not easy when you're an alt of PT.
Yeah, right. So I just had to bring this to everyone's attention, okay? Poland Spring, not Joshua Putman, okay? Sorry, Josh.
Big Rob Zombie fan.
Sorry, Josh, but yeah. How does that go?
Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches, brother. Let's go. Yeah.
What did I hear somebody say the other day? Somebody says all of Rob Zombie's songs are about cars.
Yeah, it's all about cars and like having
even that
zombies or something.
Even that one, right? Because he says dig through the ditches, burn through the witches in the back of his fucking pickup or
Dracula or something.
Or, yeah, whatever it is. What's up with that, Rob Zombie, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Like, we go from a heavenly being as Poland Spring into Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie's just Jay Leno with a horror kink, dude. It's weird.
What is he at? Okay, I get it.
Nice, good, nice. Sometimes these 12-year-old references do me in, dude.
I was gonna say, I did have to think for a second to get that.
I'm still Team Coco, damn it. I'll never let it go.
But yeah, so Poland, not Josh. Okay, get real, Gaming Witch, Empress, whatever. Okay, guys, just trying to tell you right here from the Clout Route. I promise you, our producer is not Joshua Putman. Okay, no doxing here. Only stones thrown at witches, basically, is all our producer does.
Exactly.
And holy.
What about
Hail Marys.
What about that Thunder Car 1965 or whatever, V-Dub? Come on, it's at least 2 songs. Come on, don't
right? It's a lot of Rob Zombie. Hey, V-Dub, okay? This isn't the Rob Zombie debate, okay? Just go roll with it, okay? Just roll with it, all right?
Come on, guys. Quick,
all Rob Zombie songs are about cars.
Chat GPT, can you give me Thunder Kiss? Thank you. Name some Rob Zombie adjacent songs about cars. Thunder Kiss, not car. I'm sure it's Thunder Car. I'm sure I think he had Lightning McQueen in that one.
Misunderstood. Or misremembering. I said you're misunderstood. No, you're misremembering.
Mandela effect.
Oh goodness gracious. So there you go, folks. Joshua Putman. We love that. V-Dub sent us a nice clip, so we've got to watch this here. Since I was just talking shit about V-Dub, we gotta We got to bring up one of his clips, okay? Even though he wants to argue with me about Rob Zombie and cars, okay? I will show his clip still.
God, I didn't know that horses were educated in that Vaush thing, dude. That's a whole new
Fuck,
level
dude.
of debauchery. God
It's horses
damn it.
under every
That's
leg.
disgusting.
Every time it's horses.
And it's a sentient horse? Fuck out of here, dude.
Every time I look, it's horses. Every time I open my eyes, it's horses, dude. I hate horses. I've always hated horses. There's too many horses. Okay? Let's stop horsing around.
Way too much time spent thinking about horsing around.
So V-Dub sent me this. I guess we're gonna have to start going to our this is actually a school board meeting, so it's a little different, but I've seen a lot of memes of like people going to their town halls and talking. Like we watched the other week where the town that Fish Tank takes place in, people were calling into their town hall. That's kind of funny. I want to actually go though and show up and cause a scene. We'll have to think of what our outrage is about. But listen to this grandpa, dude. This is wild here. I love this.
Shouts out Fusion Tony on your way out. Enjoy that Super Bowl crowd.
Shouts out Fusion Tony on your way out. Shout out on your way out.
Bars.
Good evening, cowards. Nice to see you. A bunch of fat, ugly women. What?
Y'all bet you want to hear them out because phase 2 is probably
ugly
a kill
women
dozer,
is what they
okay?
are. Let's talk about it. You don't have to buy. It's called
See, is this guy Canadian though? I feel like I thought they were supposed to be nice up there. He's like, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about how gross you are, eh?
You fat ugly women, dude. I mean,
Jesus, what's his problem? You think he's divorced?
Oh, yeah, it's probably one of those women. These fat ugly women are my whore wife up here.
He's probably next question be how many of you has pool boys, huh? he's Boston Canadian.
I just love him turning around too. Like people hear him say this, like, get the fuck out.
Is this a Wisconsin dig from Connor? I've seen this whole video. It has almost zero substance. Probably Wisconsin. I don't know.
I love that.
I love the way. I love it. We're gonna leave it as is. Fuck Wisconsin, dude. Listen, hey, if you're from Wisconsin and you can hear me right now, I love you. All right, that's a swear.
No,
like and subscribe.
Now listen to this though. Okay, if we're gonna have everybody jump on the Ohio fucking meme, okay, everybody's got to say fucking crazy guy must be from Ohio. Blah blah blah. Ohio.
The hardware store has a basement, man.
I'm tired of the fucking Ohio hate. It's Wisconsin now, bitch. Wisconsin. Okay. These crazy probably from Wisconsin. Okay. Connor's got it right. I agree. Probably from Wisconsin. The fucking those freaks.
He's from
those fucking Wisconsin freaks.
All the way up in Wisconsin, dude. He's a T-Pain fan. That's what's going on.
I don't know who all's it. What's the team? What's the team, Kevin? What's the sports team? Wisconsin.
The Green Bay Packers, dude.
Yeah, fuck them and their cheese, dude. Yeah, I forgot about the cheese.
And the Milwaukee Fucks.
Cheese, dude.
Fucked, dude. They named their team after a deer.
Somebody needs
that's dumb.
Somebody needs to call PETA on Wisconsin, because imagine how many cows they have stuffed in a fucking barn there, squirting out milk for your fucking gross cheese.
Well, how else are they going to sell out Lambeau Field, Danny? Think anybody actually wants to be out there and when it's that cold out?
All right, enough with Wisconsin hate. Let's listen to this fucker.
Like and subscribe, Midwest fam.
free speech. Bye.
That's not free speech. That's insulting.
Bye. That's good. Shut up.
What? Yeah. Why didn't this guy hollowed out a 2-liter of Mountain Dew and he's wearing it as a hat?
We wonder why. We wonder why when we have these pathetic people here called teachers rape the children's mind.
Whoa!
And if you people are too stupid to know what rape is, it's called control.
They cut him off on that. They let him say the R word a bunch of times, but they cut him off on the.
Wait, is Super Dave from Wisconsin? Because that was incidental. Did we just start a?
Oh no! Yeah,
I stand by it. Whatever Wisconsin, we did, I stand by it. You know what?
It's your fault, Dave. Okay, fuck Wisconsin. It's your fault, Dave. It's all your fault.
Dave, just DM me. Let's manufacture some drama out of this. Oh shit, I was supposed to DM that. What does that even mean, dude? What does faking drama even mean? I don't even know what those words mean. Keemstar doesn't know either. I asked.
I was thinking, it was going through the Rolodex in my head. Is like, oh, who could you ask?
Oh, you hear? He got accused of that. He literally said, "I don't know what that means." But hey, okay. Normally, I'd agree with him if he utters the words, "I don't know what that means." 9 times out of 10, I'm not pressing X to doubt, but here's that one.
Oh, goodness gracious. So thank you, V-Dub, for that one. Let's see. What do we want to get into? What are we at here? Where are we at in the pre-Super Bowl game show? We're almost an hour through, so I might as well get the shout-outs out of the way, Might as well do it now before I forget.
We'll do it live.
I've been doing these classic fucking like, comment, and subscribe, and then I just forget to do
the show is not over, by the way, because I've seen that a couple of times. We dive into the like, comment, subscribe, and then we'll get like GGs in the chat, and I'll be like, "No,
come on,
no, don't leave.
Not over, okay?
It's just
not
halftime." Yeah, you're lolly defenders. Yeah, this is the part where we're taking a break because the next half of the stream might get removed from YouTube. So this could actually be the end if you're watching this later.
Damn it, Harls! Come on. Don't listen to Harls, okay? We're still going, but I just wanted to tell you, while you're here, like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Like the stream. We're pre-gaming before the Super Bowl. You could at least leave us a like. If you're not subbed, make sure you do that. That's fucking craziness. But leave us a comment or, leave us a live chat right here, and we'll probably read you out, show you on the screen. That's how we do on the shout out.
Well, we'll show your comment. We won't we won't dox you on the screen or anything.
I will. Okay. My executive producer is Joshua Putman.
Oh, Tipster gets away with it. Well,
Tipster gets away with what? We're about to find out. He gets away with a lot of stuff, I guess. They can't keep getting away with this, okay?
They are who we thought they were. That's a sports meme.
But anyway, shout out producers this week. Oh my gosh, I didn't have something stuck in my throat. Pest, Tarar, Kind of Cool Greg, and Carla. Shouts out to you guys.
Out.
We appreciate you. Those are our shout out producers. You can become a shout out producer over at patreon.com/thecloutroute. Give us $1 or a $5 for the work we do. We'll give you a little bonus content over there, early content over there, all kinds of stuff on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for being here. Either way, with your eyes and ears, we love you.
You can also go there for free, just to give us a little dopamine rush.
Thank you, Kev.
We'll feel real good about it.
We love seeing those numbers go up. Okay, people, you can subscribe for free. My number goes up. We love that. Okay. I have a folder for every time my numbers go up. We're not showing you though.
Don't pull the folder up though. Yeah.
So yeah, fuck it. Let's get into it. Okay. I mean, we've got some other stuff that we could talk about, but I want to talk about this Vaush stuff, and it might take us a while to get through it. Okay, but I just wanted to ask you at the top, and when Super Dave was going to be here, I'm going to get your take and we'll talk about it, but I was interested to see what Super Dave had to say. Kevin, do you have any unhealthy obsessions? Could you imagine what Dave says? He's like, well, I've got a couple
healthy obsessions.
I've got a couple folders next to my taxes that have some puppet pictures in it that you might not want to see. Just kidding.
No, Dave. I have a playlist on Spotify that I'd probably be embarrassed if anybody ever found out about.
Oh, what kind of playlist are we talking about? Like, is it music playlist? Or are we talking about like video?
It's music. It's my what's a guilty pleasure playlist. It's all Mariah Carey, Celine Dion,
Taylor Swift.
Some Joan, not actually Taylor Swift. I have a playlist that's
Unreal.
just Tom Petty and Taylor Swift, and I go to sleep to it every night.
I like that actually. Yeah, now I'm on board.
Yeah, and Adele. Sorry, Adele's in there too. That's about it, dude. No, I don't think so.
Only Mistake says I was dumped. Did I not shout out Only Mistakes? I'm sorry. Shouts out to
dude.
Only Mistakes as well. See, this is what I do when I go on Patreon and change all the stuff. I've got to edit it like every episode, and guess what? I might have just left one off. So Only Mistakes, shouts out. Thank you. Only Mistakes as well. See, you guys got to be on my ass, I guess.
Carla doubts my clean living. All right, no, my worst habits are now legal in most states, and then the other one is probably just playing too many video games. To be honest, I need to grow up.
I'm with you there.
I'm a fucking child.
This podcast is my unhealthy obsession.
Which also I thought I saw in the Discord, somebody had said something about me streaming LA Noire. I couldn't find it, but yes, I will gladly, and we'll just X to doubt everything. But it'll be annoying. Pleasure. Oh yeah, it would be super annoying though. Careful what you wish for, because I will not interview anybody until I have found every goddamn clue. All right, I need to know. Okay, so we can't fuck it up. We got to be good detectives, and it's only like a 12-year-old game. I might still get it wrong.
So here it is, folks. We've got some Vaush destruction here. It all begins. Okay, I don't know where you've been. If you've been absent from the internet until you saw this episode, then maybe you haven't seen the Vaush stuff, which is great because this will be completely informative to you.
And if that's the case, sorry, Danny, but if that's the case, go ahead, give it a like, press subscribe, turn notifications on, and get out while you're still happy. Okay? We love you. It means a lot that you're here. But if you somehow don't know about this,
I think it'll be great. No, don't tell them to leave. They'll love it.
This is my anti. At least I didn't tell them to thumbs down the video this time. I'm learning. Okay.
Right. That's better. But so we'll just start with the very beginning of all of Vaush's drama. Now, Vaush fans out there might be like, well, what are you guys talking about? Vaush has loved ponies forever. Which that might be true, but he had yet to leak his folder. This is what happens.
Take us off screen. Is this censored?
It's censored, buddy.
I do not want our faces next to whatever this fucking gremlin. Which also, what a way to go down. You went down because you had to save the photo
of this Asian man.
What was so important about that suit that you had to save the folder?
Vaush is going to forever hate this Asian man. This guy right here is responsible for the downfall of his career.
You think this is like his Vietnam? He's just like, oh, sorry. Was that that might have been ageist.
It might be worse than his Vietnam. This is like his fucking Hiroshima. This is over for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull a tipster here and just give this guy advice on how to be a better degenerate. All right? Never save. Sorry, that's not what Harles wasn't doing that. I just took Harles' thought and made it bad. But no, I saw a tipster say like, well, none of this would have happened if you just watched porn on your phone like a normal person, which we've
got the tweet later on.
Weird take,
Weird take.
It'd be like me watching a true crime investigation and being like, "Oh, you dumbass! Why are you telling the cop?" It's like, are you rooting for the criminal now? What are we doing?
So yeah, it's as easy as a right click can fucking end your career here. Let's watch. Let me make sure it's turned up because he's got I love his reaction here.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
What?
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
Dude, he's doing
this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to. You can see this is an example of the.
Do you think he was
this clip?
Do you think he was drunk during this?
I cannot wait.
It's drama alert.
I hope. Well, I need one that doesn't cut off quite. So I need a little more of his. So I can splice it with Orson Welles' champagne ad.
There are more of these. There are more of those same clips on Twitter that don't have the sensor on it. That might be better for your needs, Kevin. They don't have they don't have the sensor on the pictures though.
Oh no, okay. Fuck. Okay. All right. Well, we'll find it later because I don't want to have to see that.
But that is Vaush stumbling into opening his collection of shit. I mean, basically the picture comes up and it shows like multiple folders full of all different kinds of degenerate stuff. First, it's like a couple innocent ones, and then like his taxes.
No, right. Yeah.
Normal
you wanna
folders.
keep those
Taxes.
Get them. Yeah.
And then after that, it's a bunch of degenerate pictures. There's pictures of like Zelda characters and like lots of horse imagery. King Raru from Legend of Zelda. Yeah, that's how dare you do that to King Raru, okay? That guy was a badass on Breath of the Wild or whatever the last one, Tears of the Kingdom. That guy was a badass in Tears of the Kingdom, but now you've went and fucking gooned to poor fucking Raru, dude. Get fucked, Vaush. It's not right.
Yeah, you Minotaur.
But if you want to see it, essentially the catalyst.
If you want to see it, there's probably a number you should call.
Oh, not the Vaush folders. I mean, if you want to.
Okay. Yeah. No, go get some help if you want to. Okay, I got you. You're good. Go
Thank
ahead.
you, Kev. Another thought. Next thought. Next thought is if you want to see it, Vaush gets creamed on age 3, and that was phrasing again, kind of the catalyst for all of this. Okay, I'm just gonna pull up the episode here so you guys can see which one I'm talking about. It's called Earthquakes Hit the Studio Live, the most shocking leak we've seen in years. They did this stream reacting to a Kiwifarms edit and some other things of see, Joshua Putman not Poland Spring, just saying.
Yep. See, Poland is still here. Hang on. See, absolutely right here. She's watching from church.
Not Joshua Putman. So yeah, H3 does the stream and watches all these terrible clips of Vaush and laughs and makes fun of him, in the typical H3 fashion. And man, dude, that edit that he found really did put together just some of the absolute smash Vaush hits. Okay. And I'm going to let you and the audience listen to some of them. Okay.
Remember, these are out of context clips gathered by the alt-right, right? I believe I was told that was important to this for some reason.
If you somehow stumble upon a clip that's ever been on Kiwifarms, that just makes you transphobic immediately.
Yep. And honestly, probably genocidal, honestly.
Just saying it, honestly. I probably shouldn't even say Kiwifarms. I'm probably transphobic from the rip just saying it. So sorry.
That's true. You gotta treat people with respect. Someone's called them a hero before. So we probably shouldn't be making fun of someone who someone else once called a hero. So, but foreshadowing.
Stop.
Sorry.
Stop it. All right. We've got a nice one from Vaush here. Okay, listen to this.
Wait, is this guy seriously saying that I can't get laid? Incredible. I'll give you 5,000 if you can get Poontang before January 1st. Do you have any idea who the fuck you're talking to?
Easy,
when
Kev.
When I got off Tinder because the
hold up,
quarantine,
the servers shut
Tacoma
down.
wept.
Yeah. Dude. You got to make sure you hear this one because this is the legendary Vaush quote. I feel like this is what he needs to go down in history for. Okay. Thank you, Josh. But listen to this. Hear this out, dude.
Fucking quarantine. Tacoma wept.
Tacoma wept.
Even ignoring the fact that I have a girlfriend, even if we're just talking like randos, I'm 2 hours away right now from being inside somebody else.
I never knew what the Tacoma wept thing was from. That's so good. Oh my god, dude.
This is such an unhinged rant.
He believes it.
I'm 2 hours away from dipping my dick in some pussy right now.
I
Sucker.
guarantee you, under every one of his selfies on Facebook, the first comment is from his mother telling him how handsome he is.
But then
He's
after
just
that,
buying
it's
it too much.
then after that, it's all the girls saying how sexy he is, though. Okay, I mean, I can only imagine how bad it is in Tacoma if fucking Vaush is off the market.
Yeah, did you say all the women in Tacoma, right?
If they all cried,
I'm no mathematician, but you know, the 6 of them will be fine.
I was about to say, if they all cried after Vaush got off fucking Tinder, that Tinder scape over there must be tragic. It's slim pickings over there.
I couldn't even. Yeah.
Oh God. So thank you, Vaush, for giving us the Tacoma wept. I love that. It's just like, I guess this is what this guy's good at, right? The guy's one talent is being the wordsmith. So of course he's gonna come up with Tacoma wept.
Dude, which is,
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Who would say that?
Remix of a Bible verse I have ever heard, which is unfortunate because I really
Home
don't
Spring might like that.
Yeah, like that's, man, dude. That's a good line, man. It just makes all of this so much more delicious to me, honestly. Tacoma wept, baby.
Here's a live H3 clip of them looking at some of this Vaush stuff. I just thought this one was funny that I found.
8 inches, bro. You are a vile freak, bro. You gotta get a life outside. Just
think about horse cock.
Tacoma's weeping right now, bro.
So Tacoma's weeping.
X to doubt. I don't know if we're gonna hear. Well, I don't know exactly which clips we're gonna hear and which ones we're not gonna hear. But I can. I'll share the clip in Discord if we don't end up watching it today. This motherfucker does not have an 8-inch penis. All right, he has outed himself in his defense.
Vaush?
Yeah, no chance. No chance. He's the one who said it himself. Oh yeah,
you heard it here first.
Dude, no, you heard it here. You heard it first when he said it in his own damn defense stream. I'm just the guy.
No, I mean the doubt.
And if Schopenhauer was there with me, he'd have written it down too, because it was the most Freudian slip I've seen since I lost all my hair 12 years ago in a tragic smelting accident.
I mean, just look at this thing he has pulled up. This is a Discord message from 2018. I mean, it's been a while, sure. You could argue that, but I'll tell them I'm down to meet up tomorrow, and they'll be like, I can't wait for you to fucking destroy me with that horse cock. And like, fuck, I'm only 8 inches. Yeah, then he says something about jelking. You remember what that is? You remember jelking? I feel like that was like a urban legend when I was a teenager. The jelking was like yanking on your dick real hard until it grows longer, you know? That's how he got the 8 inches.
Right? You said
pulling on it.
Okay.
Pulling on it, you know, tugging on it. Like not like the classic tug, not like the tug and rub, you know, not like a old fashioned but I'm talking like
wait, hang on, here's my proof.
I'm talking
hypothetically in any variety of scenarios.
I could have a big dick hypothetically in any variety of scenarios.
He's joking, Kevin. I mean, that thing, he's trying to get to horse cock levels of jelking. Okay. He's stretching that dick out until it's as long as
that word sounds too much like
jelking.
What is it? Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Remember when people would like huff poop or whatever?
That is
what's that word?
Jankum. Jankum is the huff and poop drug.
Both of them.
You poop in a big giant glass jar and then you cover it up on top and let it ferment forever, and then you get really high off that. That's disgusting. That's foul. That's something that King Cobra JFS would do. Yeah.
It's a mead. It's mead. What's up, YouTube? Just making another mead.
Gross. So Vaush went live after the H3 stream, and I just wanted to pull up the very beginning here of it because it is so funny, the cope when he enters his stream here. So oops, I think I fucked it up.
Folks.
Nope, we got it. All right.
We got him, ladies and gentlemen.
Back. What did I miss? Is everything okay? Nothing? Oh.
Is this how you would go about it, Kevin, if you just opened your horse porn on stream?
No, what I would
Wouldn't that be
do
like a
is
long mohawk.
I
Wouldn't
would
that be a horse haircut?
recreate DSP's his joking video, and I'd get off the internet for like 2 weeks, however long it would take for some hair to grow back, so I could like tuft it up like Phil had, so it looked like I just woke up.
Yeah.
And then I'd, cut my camera off to like right here, and I'd start my stream with, "Oh, the camera's on." It's been on the whole time. Okay, what are you? And then I'd do a Cody Rhodes, and I'd say, "So, what do we want to talk about?"
One of the first questions I ask him, like, here, if I roll it back, I think you can hear
denied. Apparently, they don't think that's a good idea. Okay.
Horse haircut? Wouldn't that be like a long mohawk? Wouldn't that be a horse haircut?
A long
yeah,
mohawk.
we
Oh,
focus
Mistress
on.
Lynn, you're too kind to me.
Yeah, all the people. Look at that fucking chat. We got to get a caption.
Turn on the news,
going
any channel,
because
they hit the fucking
our
Pentagon.
chat
Good.
is
About
just
time
as
those
good. No, our chat is better than this degenerate's perverts fucking chat by miles. But his looks so much better than ours just because his is on his screen.
And it's just going.
Imagine if this were just like rolling, we can do it all Matrix style. Like, maybe we'll wait a whole season, and the next season we'll get everything black and green, and then we can have just like binary code show up as our chat.
So yeah, maybe in our dreams.
I'm just trying to distract. I'm just running a distraction off. Vaush, don't worry.
So that stream that we just introed right there, his beginning, that was a little cringy, him coping. He goes on and says a bunch of crazy shit. So we've got a couple clips from that. Definitely won't be watching that whole thing. God damn, that's a catastrophe. But Lamp here, shouts out to @LampSeason.
I love Lamp.
I love Lamp too. I love Lamp too.
I don't know if I do or not.
I love Lamp just for this clip, okay? But check this out. Post H3 after party stream, baby. We love it.
Ethan literally said the thing you do is admit you have sexual deviant problems and go to a therapist. You mean with regards to the horse thing?
Listen to this explanation.
Thanks, feed up.
What would I tell a therapist? They'd be like, okay, I don't understand. What is that? I don't even know what that suggests.
First of all, they wouldn't say any of that. They'd tell you to look over here, and they'd put a fucking needle in your neck, and your parents would be informed that they could only visit you once a month going forward. That's what would happen.
He's just like, so Ethan tells me to go see a therapist about this, and he's just like, well, what's a therapist gonna say? Nothing. It's like,
can't believe I'm agreeing with Ethan. You win, universe.
It's like, look, Vaush, okay. I think honestly,
great question, Ken.
That's a great question, Kangalo. I think honestly, there are therapists out there that have heard worse things than I've got a folder of horse and drawn anime kitty porn. Like, it's bad. Let's be real. It's bad. But I think therapists have heard much worse. He acts like that it's like inconceivable of a therapist to be able to deal with something like this. Well, if I tell them if I like horses, they'll just be like, well, you just like okay.
They'll be like, oh yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. No, I agree with you.
I like horses too.
Not only are there therapists that have heard worse, there are people my age who just watched Dateline NBC as a teenager who have heard worse on an episode of whatever they used to call To Catch a Predator before they called it that. But it's a weird. Is this a cope to say? What would I tell a therapist? Because it feels more like denial than a cope than anything. Because absolutely, a therapist would help. Like, of course, you should talk to someone about.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not normal.
I think so too. He needs to go talk to a therapist. I don't know why he's just so being the intelligent online guy that he supposedly is. You'd think that he would see the the quality in a therapist in this situation. Like,
you know,
yeah, I think that's the only way you're getting help in this situation, Vaush, is if you go tell your therapist what you're about to say here. Okay, this fucking wild ass shit you're about to say. But go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, because that was I kind of have a question because this guy is a political streamer. Yes, right? Is that what or
Yeah.
people that like him? They like his political takes. I don't really know most of his political takes, so this is just
he's a
purely
lefty.
hypothetical.
Let's be
here.
real. He's a lefty. But
there could be a bunch of but you don't without agreeing with him on everything. If I knew somebody who I agreed with on a lot of stuff secretly wanted to be a horse, it would give me a rough couple of days, right? I'd have to be like, okay, now let me just reassess everything that I believe in because this motherfucker is on my team and he's out here hoping to be Mr. Ed in his free time.
I think that him wanting to be a horse is very weird and kind of can just be his thing if he kept it to himself. It's when you get into the more of it. You know what I mean? There's more of it than he doesn't just want to be a horse. He wants to look at this degenerate porn with them, not on top of it, but then really, honestly, the most egregious thing is the child stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like the bestiality is disgusting and horrible, but then we're also talking about fantasizing about children here a little bit too.
Which also kind of goes back to what Kang said before. How much porn do you have to consume? There's a part.
It's these rich people, dude. It's rich people.
If this part, I think it could just be porn addiction in general, but there's a part in this video, whether we get to it or not, but in case we do, I will laugh until I cry when this pops up. But this guy is so brain dead that he just assumes all of us know how goblins are drawn in cartoon porn.
Yeah, don't spoil that, Kevin, because that's a great clip. But he does make the assumption. He makes a lot of assumptions here. I mean, even when he's explaining a lot of this stuff on a stream, he's making assumptions that like, oh, you guys know, like it's just horse stuff. It's just short stack goblins or whatever.
He's like, oh, this is nothing new. I've been wanting to be a minotaur. Everyone knows this. You've read my fan fiction. This isn't the own. Guy angry. Yeah, that's not a cope.
Let's let him speak a little bit here, but I do want to say that what I said, this is rich people, and I really do think it's a rich people thing. Like, once you get enough money where you're enabled, and it seems like Vaush has been enabled on Tinder and stuff to go around and just fuck ladies, probably because he's popular streamer helps. So when you get to go around and just fuck all the time, you get bored of it.
The jewel of Tacoma.
Rich people get to just get bored of regular sex that me, you, or anybody else would be fine with. Then they get into this.
Who's telling you I'm having regular sex, dude? Come on.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like they've had too much cake, and now they need something different. Now they need something freaky. Now he's fucking horse and draw anime girls, and what the fuck, dude?
I bet you're into lady on her back.
They lose touch
on top, you freak.
Missionary, baby. That's my favorite. All right.
Quite true.
The horse thing is not a joke. We can't let this be smeared, okay? If to whatever extent, people can say, we place it off as this or that, okay? I'll make it clear. You can write this down. I want to fuck a woman as a horse. None of this is a secret. To be clear, many jokes have been made about this, but I stand by it. My moral principles are rock solid. My feet are firmly planted in the ground.
Something else is rock solid.
Planted firmly. You cannot move me from my position. This isn't a secret.
What a hill to die on.
Let's talk to a therapist. Well, why do you want to be the horse, Vaush? Because then I'd have a giant dick. Okay, couldn't you have a big dick the other way? Well, yeah, I could. I could have a big dick hypothetically in any variety of scenarios, but then it wouldn't really be a horse dick. You could be a human with a horse dick, yes, but then I wouldn't have that powerful stallion energy.
Okay,
there you go.
So there you go. You're getting a little taste of how Vaush feels about the whole thing.
Never heard a dude with a rocket talk like that. All right, I never heard Drake talk like that. Okay,
it's 8 inches, Kevin. Quit coping. It's 8 inches.
I could not imagine feeling so inadequate about yourself that you daydream about being another animal. But then again, I don't look like what it would look like if Chris Evans got cast as Harry Potter. Okay, so I have no idea what it's like to be this man. I look like what happens if Mr. Clean was an alcoholic. Okay, so we each have our crosses to bear.
It's hard to even just take it in. It's wild.
That's what fucking Vaush's lady said in his dream.
There you go. But no, he's just like straight up, hey, dude, I don't care. I honestly don't care if you think I'm I mean, it's illegal in most states to fuck animals, right? Most states, I believe.
Basically any place that's not in the southeastern conference. Yeah, as long as you're not out of SEC country. Yeah.
I mean, you can do anything in Florida, but let's be real, guys. Most places you can't fuck a horse. Okay. What's that old horse video where the guy's going on about, it's like a TLC thing, and he's like going on about he's in love with horses, and he says like he's got the same Vaush thing going on, and he says he likes the horses that are, he has like an abbreviation for the phrase. It's like just the right height, no bucket required.
The fuck? No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, dude, that's old. I'll bring that for Tuesday. Just the right height, no bucket required. There are a lot of horse love. Horse love online is a big thing.
Yeah, why he should just read some Marvel comics, and he's like, dude, I imagine being Ego the Living Planet, dude. You get to fuck a one, and then like Peter Quill's your kid, dude.
Think bigger, Vaush.
Like your dick's like a mountain, dude. But then you could think, oh, but what if I was a human with the mountain-shaped dick? But then you wouldn't have like the power of like this celestial being, bro. Jesus Christ. Just do push-ups or something. Go exercise.
Go fuck sand. Go fuck sand.
Stop watching porn, and so you won't feel so inadequate. Jesus Christ.
Go fuck sand, and you can say that you fucked planet Earth.
Give Tacoma what they want and get back on Tinder or something. Actually, I maybe don't, for the sake of the poor people there who don't want to do that kind of weird role play. My God, Clerks too.
He's been joking. Yeah. No, I mean, there are places parking says it, and it's true. Clerks too. There's places you can go to see this kind of thing, Vaush. Okay, so if you really want it, I mean, you just got to get a ticket to like, it's like fucking Tijuana or something, and then you can find yourself. I mean, I know donkey shows for sure are a thing from Clerks 2. There probably are horse shows, and if there's not, I mean, a donkey is just like a short stack goblin version of a horse.
VDub, what I've heard that Vaush has been banned from farmersonly.com because he did not read the fine print, and he vastly misunderstood what that site was about. But
I was gonna say, people put pictures of their horses on there.
Dude, his beer for my horses, Toby Keith. That's been his number one song.
Is that the guy that died?
Yes, it is.
Good riddance writing a song like that.
Thank God. Can you imagine? Thank God he didn't live 3 more days. Jeez, could you imagine? Oh my God.
Rest in peace, our guy that sings like that.
Got out just in time, brother. Should have been a cowboy.
So
no, he should not have been a cowboy.
He should be a horse.
Fucking.
This is the clip that you were talking about, Kevin. This is the one that you wanted. So let's listen.
Yes.
The other one is like a threesome with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that artist is a lolicon.
Hold on, I want to roll it back, but
yeah, can you roll it back to where he says the first one is fine, like fuck it, die angry or whatever? Because I think that's the greatest cope of them all. We're the ones dying angry, you fucking creep.
His explanation here, he's essentially saying, okay, he's talking about the horse thing. He's fine with the horses. He wants to be a horse and fuck. The other photos that were bad were inappropriate young anime girl, typically called lolicon. It was a bunch of that. So not only did he, goon on Raru and horses, but then he's got the lolicon here too. And this is his lolicon explanation. I kind of wanted to say that before he gets into talking about like, well, we've got goblins and ghouls or whatever. Like, people won't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Right, that's fair. This is beyond me, dude. That's crazy. Lolicon with horses. I mean, you had me stun locked at the fact that in 2024, dudes are still jerking off to JPEGs. Are you kidding me? This dude's got his imagination working overtime.
Yeah,
for
it's
no
like,
good
when
goddamn reason.
Can we be real for a second though? I mean, Kevin, you can lie if you've got some incriminating evidence here.
Oh, I'd never do that on a Sunday, but
who the fuck screenshot? It's like you're screenshotting a picture and saving it to a folder. Why, dude? Why? I don't get it in this day and age. Okay, and you've got it in every fucking flavor, dude. There's OnlyFans. There's fucking this site. There's the Jerkmate or whatever the fuck.
Go on. Hang on.
You've got it all. Pornhub is the easiest. Cornhub, the yellow and black or whatever we were talking about the other week. Yellow and black YouTube. You can get it for free, folks, in almost any flavor that you want on the website. At least the normal ones, I guess. But I don't get the need. I guess the necessitating of the folders here is because he can't find Lolicon or horses anywhere else, or at least not readily available. So he's got to,
apparently there's a shortage of people who want to draw goblins with tiny penises. So, when you find it, you got to save it. Along with,
I guess,
finding a well-tailored suit on a website. You just some things, Danny, when you see them, you just have to save a photo of it, even though it wouldn't be incredibly helpful. I still can't understand why he had to save the photo that got him into all this hot water in the first place. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he's an idiot because goddamn, the world's safer tonight than it was before.
The saving of the pictures though is just such, and it's like Tipster, is a fucking freak and self-reporting, but like it would have saved Vaush a lot of trouble if he was just looking at the horse corn on his phone rather than on his computer and saved folders. It's like, what the fuck, dude? If you're going to be a streamer on your computer, like it's like me, I stream on this desktop computer. Guess what else I do on this computer? Nothing. Okay. Wipe it out of your mind.
You should see Danny's porn computer in the studio. The thing is, like, I wouldn't touch it. It's like frozen in one position.
That's a different computer, okay? Yeah. All I do on this one is stream. Because why? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me why you would want to accidentally switch over to your personal business. Maybe I've got, I'm not going to incriminate myself. Maybe I got some clown photos hidden somewhere that I don't want everybody to see, okay? No, but it's just like, if you're going to be a streamer, maybe keep your streaming computer that you're swapping screens, showing your desktop, blah, 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 safe from like weird incriminating folders everywhere. I feel like this happens more than once. Haven't we seen other streamers, like they get a glance of their desktop and it's like, oh, they've got a folder for fucking Ethan Klein's feet pics or whatever. It's like, wait, what the fuck is this?
I thought I made that private. Did you guys do that?
I just don't get it.
It was research because I was trying to see how my feet would do in the market. Okay. It wasn't about my own gratification. It was market research. Okay. But since we're talking about it, but the one thing I will say is that anyone who is a degenerate and does weird shit on the computer should completely disregard everything that Danny said, because I want you to get caught, you sick fuck.
Okay, stupid. Fair enough.
Be dumb. All right. Don't learn from this idiot's mistake, because we need to be safe from you. All right.
True.
You creeps.
I guess you're right. I should be giving advice to.
And if you get to the point where you're up in the game on your porno, maybe put some days in between. Maybe, take a few cold showers and go a few days without, and come back down to earth a little bit.
Well, that's, and he was like,
saying. I don't know.
That was one right click, so it was auto saving to his porn folder.
Yeah. You've got a problem. If your computer,
hell yeah, Witcher porn.
as soon as you go to save something, like, oh yeah, that's probably going in the porn folder. You're probably saving way too much of it. Oh, I should be saying corn. Oh well, we're Patreon plug, because this obviously will not be monetized. So thank you.
Let's listen to this though. Without further ado, I want to hear his goblin take. Okay.
Oh, that's right, V-Dub. That was who I was thinking of. I was trying to think of like who else got caught with their browser open, and it was V-Dub or not.
And
Alex Jones.
And what's his nuts too, right? Fuentes. I think they all love it. They all.
Oh,
love
I thought you were gonna say Paul Joseph Watson. I got excited.
Ted Cruz retweeted some heinous shit on Twitter of like incest corn or something too. So there's all kinds.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All the time.
Ted Cruz on Twitter. Yeah.
All right, but let's hear this goblin take.
The other one is like a threesome with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it. When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No,
like the way like goblins get drawn in porn. You'll have to entertain me for a moment. On
entertain him, Kevin. Entertain him.
Shared knowledge of how goblins get drawn in pornography.
Yeah.
But you know how
why
all,
would
like,
that be
short
presumed
stacks, right?
shared
the other
knowledge?
One, is like a threesome with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect,
holy fuck, dude.
You don't agree? You don't know about the short stack goblins, how they get drawn?
What are we watching, dude?
I've never heard of a goblin described this way, even short stack busty goblins or whatever.
I can never play. Oh damn, I can't think of the game anymore.
Baldur's
Age
Gate?
of Empires. I can never this guy has ruined Tolkien for me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Imagine if, you know,
it was Dragon's Age. That's what I was.
Imagine if Frodo was out there just banging short stacks, dude. People wouldn't like that. Here, I want to hear more from Vaush.
In retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it. When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack,
God,
thick
what
kind
the
of thing.
fuck?
You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn. You'll have to entertain me for a moment on this presumed shared knowledge of how goblins get drawn in pornography. But you know how they're all like thick short stacks, right?
So there you go.
They're not dwarves. What?
You know how they're all short.
Google searching fucking Clash of Clans, but X-rated Clash of Clans art. Like what the fuck? He's goddamn Sauron over here,
dude.
mating with the lady orcs. Fucking, what is wrong with this guy?
You know, yeah, I would. If Vaush really wants to clear the air, clear his name, just release the hard drive, bro. Just give it up. Turn it over. Okay. We'll see. Sure. We'll see what you're up to.
7 or 8 years with good behavior, you'll be back out in the open.
Here we've got a little compilation here of this is what the haters rebutted with after the H3 stream. You know, Ethan said, "Oh wow, this is disturbing."
Yeah, there's tax info on that art.
H3 said, "This is disturbing. All this horse stuff. Like, I can't believe Vaush is into all this horse stuff." And then the fan said, "Hey, wait, you're an idiot, Ethan. You know why? Everybody knows Vaush has been into horse stuff. Okay, the Vaush fans are fine with the horse stuff. Okay, we're cool with it because guess what? Since fucking like 2018, this motherfucker's been into horses. So I'll only let the song play for a second just to give you a taste, and then I'll mute it and we can talk."
Okay, good, because I imagine the taste will be vile, but
pull that shit up, Jamie.
Take my horse to the old town road. I'm
But yeah, we'll turn off the music now. I don't want to get claimed, but this is a compilation of Vaush Discord messages where he is essentially saying how much he loves horsecock. Maybe I can slow it down.
He wants to know what size okay. We're already past it, but probably just a trigger warning, I'm guessing, for this degenerate's Discord DMs.
Dragons, one horsecock at a time, horsecocks, horse dicks, as you can
these
see,
are all
very
saying a lot of these. Oh, no, not a lot.
prolific.
One of them at least said edited, but goddamn, aficionado. Okay.
Prolific. Horse dogs.
Wow.
It's like unending. Unending. I've gone on about horse cocks enough. Oh, don't pause it there.
I agree with Harles.
we can't pause it on some of those messages. They're so
somewhere
bad. I mean,
one of this degenerate's neighbors is gonna say, "I never saw this coming. He's such a nice guy."
Yeah, they would say that, and then they wind up buried underneath the front porch.
Yeah, I'm with only mistakes. Yeah, please make it stop. That wasn't even all of it, was it? You only got like halfway through that.
Oh no, I stopped the compilation. I mean, you get the idea. We've got Chris the Narc here with some Discord messages right after the stream. Okay, so this is actually Vaush on Discord coping about the H3 stream, and it's very funny. Okay. If we start from the bottom, which is where he started, it says, if he wanted me on to defend myself, he probably would have reached out. Then he says, my illustrious first appearance on the H3 podcast. He says, I've generally been pretty fair to Ethan. So I guess that means he should ignore the horse cock.
Yeah. You know, I've gone easy on you when you did other things that, I mean, listen. Roll back the tape. There's about 140 something episodes of me making fun of Ethan Klein, but even I have to. I'm not even pressing X to doubt on this one. This is a straight up. We're slapping Y on this bitch. Like, no, that's ridiculous. This is false equivalency. You asshole. Where'd you learn this one? Anyway, we'll see where he might have learned it at some point. I want to keep spoiling future segments.
Right. We've got
I've
plenty
seen
here.
this behavior before, Danny.
Vaush says, I don't fault him for covering drama, but doing this gigantic generic smear piece without even reaching out or talking beforehand feels at least a little shitty of him.
I don't fault him for farming drama, okay? But when it's my drama, when it's me that has the when I'm impacted negatively, okay, now I do have a problem with it. Now I very much have a problem with it, Ethan, okay? You can talk about drama so long as it doesn't impact me negatively, okay? Then you're supposed to reach out to me directly behind the scenes and give me a chance
what kind
to
of
get
sense
out of the
does that
way
make?
of this fucking bus that's running me over.
What kind of sense does that make?
No sense.
If it was,
this guy's brain dead.
You know, if it was like me and you in a professional setting and you did something or I did something, and then one of us reached out to the other one and was like, dude, what is this? You know, you talk behind the scenes. I get that. But they don't have any they're just two people online. You know, was I supposed to reach out to Vaush before I started talking about all this shit today?
Yeah, I would say,
like,
Danny, we've really been fucking up, dude. Do you realize how many phone calls we owe? I mean, we talk about a dozen people every episode. Did you know you're supposed to reach out to them on Discord and ask them to give their side of the story first? Otherwise, you can't go out and entertain your audience. God damn, I hate you, universe. You hear how much I'm defending Ethan Klein right now? What the fuck is going on?
V-Dub says, Ethan said in his stream that he knew about Vaush, but ignored it before it would be political friendly fire. Yeah, I mean, he kind of was just like, he assumed that the guy was a good guy kind of thing. So he didn't really fuck around with it. But then Dan, their producer in the back, was like, oh, I've known about this Tacoma Wept clip for like years, dude. This guy's always been a fuckhead. So I think they were just like, they didn't want to go there because potentially Vaush could have been a good guy. But then out there were like, well.
Yeah, I'm with Harles on this one, man. I'm back. I'm sorry, Ethan, but I'm pressing X to doubt. And honestly, I'm not sorry because you've given me my platform back with this one, because now I can doubt you, Ethan, because what in the fuck? You knew You knew that this was a thing?
No, you're wrong, Kevin. You misunderstood.
He knew about it? What do you mean? What?
He knew about the Tacoma Wept clip. The one where he says, "I fuck a lot of chicks on
well,
Tinder."
That's just hilarious. Yeah. Okay. I misread.
But they decided not to go there.
Vaush, but ignored it. Like, wait, you knew this guy was into fucking horse porn and you ignored it because he was on your team?
No, that's not true.
That sounds like somebody who's gonna say some mean things about you on Twitter later in this segment, Ethan.
Now that would be good if that was how it went, because then we'd have even more to talk about. But that's not how it went.
Oh yeah, because then I'd be coming off the top rope like the Macho Man for Ethan.
Yeah, I know you would.
Ethan.
Vaush says I'd reach out if I could. Somebody,
sure, yeah.
Somebody must have gave him some advice, and he said, "I really doubt that's a viable avenue." And failed attempts at engagement just make me look defensive, really. So it was a better tactic to go on your stream and just tell everybody that you want to fuck a lady as a horse than to be defensive, I guess.
I don't know.
I watched the stream. I had to disagree with VDub. They knew about Dan says he knew about the Tacoma Wept clip, but they decided not to talk about it. As for everything else, as far as I know, that's not true. I guess if VDub has the clip, send it our way.
Dude, hey, I'm just saying.
And we'll correct the record.
VDub's detective.
Hey, if anybody can find it, it's VDub.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His PI firm has some pretty good recent history.
Yeah.
Hey, look
so
at
if
that.
anybody can find it, it's VDub. I encourage.
Nay. Oh, that's great. What was your main story? Or are y'all just horsing around? Let's go.
Oh goodness. So after all of the Vaush maulding and streams and yada yada, we've got the Peanut Gallery weighing in on the situation here. So let's check this out. Now I compiled some tweets and messages on old Twitter here. So check this out. First, now these are all Ethan replying to people's criticism, I guess, after his stream. Okay. So I thought these were all hilarious. We've got the what do they call them? The usual suspects.
I believe they do call them that. Yeah.
So here's Tipster here. He says, genuinely disappointed seeing what H3H3 Productions did to Vaush earlier tonight. You'd think after everything Hassan's community, as well as others in the past, have done to misrepresent Ethan, he wouldn't be so quick to do it to others. Yet here we are. He even used the same out of context alt-writer clips have used to defame Vaush time and time again. Whatever this was intended to be, there is one thing that's for sure. This was not the move, and it was extremely bad faith representation of Vaush.
These out of context clips, by the way, include Vaush saying things like the people who purchase child porn shouldn't be any more criminally viable than someone who buys clothing.
A cell phone. A cell phone.
Store
they
that has child labor. Somehow that's the fucking same to him. So yes, it's important to note that those were not only out of context clips, Danny, but more importantly, they were clips gathered by my known enemy. And you must therefore bend the knee and agree with me because you're supposed to be on my side. So when someone from the other person's side provides objective proof to debauchery, you must ignore it and stick your head in the sand because they are not on my fucking squad. All right. Have we made ourselves clear about this?
Oh, it's just funny. Like,
he's
Tipster
doing way too much Keffals shit these days.
Sorry, first off, when Ethan was watching the clips on the show, he watched a compilation that was just like all the bad moments. And then they went back and looked at Vaush's VODs of each stream and watched them in more context. Guess what, guys? the pedo horse lolicon argument doesn't get better with more context. If you can imagine, the more Vaush explains about how horse, corn, and lolly are cool, the more he explains, it's more egg on his face. It doesn't get better, okay?
It's the one time the out of context clips worked in the favor of the victim.
For real,
Actually, more context would have made this look worse.
Hey, you guys should actually go get even more context. Go watch all of Vaush's shit and see if you find any more shit about horses.
Yeah.
I bet you don't find any more things about horses in there anywhere. Or lolicon.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on the level. Yeah. Disgusting.
So there's Tipster.
No surprise from Tipster, right? I mean, at this point, the last Tipster clip I saw from a stream, he was saying somebody had called him out for his streams not being entertaining, and he said, I don't know, guys, I think my streams are entertaining. He said, put a 1 in the chat if you have fun on my Tipster streams. Chat, we're going to play a little game, a little interactive game. Danny, you can play too. I would love to see in the chat a guess. How many people do you think in Tipster's chat put their 1s in the air? I would say he was streaming to like hundreds, maybe thousands.
We might get the same amount of 1s in the chat.
Right. We'll get the same amount of answers, if not more than 1s he got. There's your 1 clue.
Right. So
should I do a hot or colder? We're gonna need a second one. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Should I spoil it for this? Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Yeah, it was 2. It was 2.
2 people?
Yeah, 2 motherfucking people. So he's got
awesome.
600 hate watchers in there, but yeah.
Hey.
Anyway.
You gotta love that.
I would say he's bending the knee, but we all know that's not physically possible.
You haven't been able to touch those toes in a while.
Oh, that was mean.
That feels mean.
I don't take it back. I'm sorry.
So yeah, and then you've got Ethan's commentary down below. Cheers, my horse. Love you, no pedo. So there you go.
Hey, also, you know what? I got to take it back, Danny. If a couple of episodes ago, I said we had the 3rd best chat in the anti-commentary YouTube space. It's definitely number 1. Look at that. We've already got more responses than just the tip.
Badasses in the chat. Badasses in the chat. Here we've got Clara Keffals herself here. She says, she quote tweets the little tipster tweet that we just read. She says, I'm disappointed in H3 Productions. You had me on your show and you called me a hero for fighting against far-right stalking forum that made multiple people kill themselves in Minecraft. Now you are using out of context source from the same website to attack people. Do better, Ethan.
Remember, guys, you're going to want to bookmark that whole part about him calling Keffals a hero, because she certainly won't bring it up again. So you're going to want to remember that. It's going to be important later.
Look, she inserts herself into the conversation and then says, then starts victimizing herself. It's so wild to me to see it just happen like this, because I mean, we were talking about it a bit before the show. I don't always hate Keffals, but this whole situation with her is embarrassing. It's because you went on his show and because you're a lefty, that means that anything that you could possibly do wrong, every other lefty person or person that has ever talked to you online, is just to ignore everything. How does this make any sense? And she says, you had me on your show and called me a hero. He's talking about fucking Tipster and Vaush at this point. Okay? What does it matter if you were on his show and he called you a hero? I'm sure that Keffals didn't run through his mind at all when he was making fun of Vaush or when he was making fun of Tipster. Why would it? Until she says, I'm disappointed in you. I can't believe that you would do that.
Yeah, she's the one who decided to jump in and defend horse corn. At no point was this at all. And then, this, I don't know if we're going to talk about the stupid jacket thing, but as you said, Danny, and we talked about this a little bit pre-stream, she inserts herself into this situation, which, by the way, I'm doing a victory.
Yeah, we're talking about the
here
jacket thing.
because I can't even remember how many episodes ago it was, but this was a very similar situation where it was tweeted and deleted. And I went on a little rant about how I had noticed how manipulative Keffals was, and that I just overall think she's a shitty person. And we're about to see fucking all of it right here. And it's this, we're on the same team. You had me on your stream. You called me a hero. How could you do this? Well, first of all, none of this was about you. You put yourself in the middle of it. And then once you've put yourself in the middle of it, of defending pedophile adjacent actions, now you're going to say that people are pedo jacketing you. And I won't steal Ethan's line here, but you know,
you could say it. If the jacket fits, you must not have quit.
I just like, how often are you being accused of being a pedo if you need a nickname for it?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, dude, preach. You know, I mean, fuck. If you're getting called a pedo so much that you have to come up with a nickname for it, change something about what you're doing.
Well, and so this is a good point to bring this up too. Keffals has deleted all of her tweets about this, by the way. So I don't have I don't have all these tweets of hers, only the one that I've shown, but she ends up saying something about this pedo jacketing thing. And her argument essentially to Ethan is like, look, I'm a trans person. Okay. And this is after, let me go back to the initial post.
I'm fucking dying.
This initial post here, okay, with that Keffals gets all bent out of shape because Ethan says this: who the fuck are these people writing, pun intended, for pornographic drawings of a horse fucking a child? Am I losing my mind? So in response to this, Keffals made a tweet where she was like, look, I'm already trans. I'm a trans person, and I get a lot of hate online just for being trans.
Oh, is that a thing? It's not like Keffals made her whole personality that, but go ahead.
But so this is what she says, though. This is what she says. She says, I'm trans, I already get a lot of hate for being trans. So Ethan should know better than to label me as a pedo, because right-wingers and people that already hate trans people already do that enough.
Perfect.
So his duty should be to not, he should know better than to call her stuff like that, because he knows that she already gets enough of that, right?
That's crazy. That'd be like shaving your head and being mad if someone accused you of being bald. I
don't think being trans inherently makes you a pedo.
No. Let me finish this train of thought. No. Being trans doesn't make you a pedo, but you're saying a bunch of people have accused me of being a pedo, so I'm going to take it upon myself to defend someone else's pedo actions, and then demand that you protect me and insulate me, because in previous times I've been called a pedo unjustly. It's just that this time I might have earned it, but you still need to fucking protect me. That is literal brain rot. Okay?
Right? I mean, this is where
it's like an oyster in that skull, right? Like, what the fuck is going on?
This is where the disconnect all came for me. It's just like, look, if there's I feel like friends make criticisms of friends all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have, up until the point where they started raging on Twitter, Ethan wasn't really doing very heated arguments here and calling them things and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. It's just like, you can be friends and still get criticism from a friend. And it's not like nuclear meltdown. Like, if Kevin told me that I was being a little transphobic today on the episode after the show, I wouldn't take to Twitter and say, fucking, I can't believe Kevin called me transphobic. You know how many times I stand up for transphobic rights? You know how I can't believe Kevin should be on my same side. He should never have a differing opinion than me. It's just wild.
Yeah, you called me a hero. You had me on your show once. You owe it. And that's the other thing. And she also talks about
PT's right.
when Hassan's fans were beating the shit out of you, Ethan. You know how that feels. So now, in a completely unrelated circumstance, you should stand up for me, because I had your back when Hassan's people were going nuts. Well, first of all,
like they were talking about Israel Palestine, bro.
Bitch, with all due respect, don't do me any fucking favors. If you're keeping tabs, you're gonna hold them over my head later when I don't do what you fucking want me to do.
Right?
Are you kidding me? This is why I said earlier, Danny, I'm doing a little bit of a victory lap here, because this is everything I was saying about this person. It doesn't matter. You want to hide behind whatever labels, you want to call me whatever you want to call me, because I'm calling you out on your fucking bullshit. It's very similar, in my opinion, to what Josh has put right here. And I will also put the second comment, because I also don't condone that shit. Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right.
It's genuinely not my problem. But yeah, but you can't hide behind it either. Every time you want to do shitty things, you want to be a creep and defend this behavior, and then say, "Oh, you can't critique me because I get beat up all the time unfairly."
Even if she was just on Twitter crying about how, she's a victim of all this sometimes, it would be different if it was just that solely. If she went on Twitter and said, like, man, it really sucks to be trans on Twitter right now, that's one thing. I feel like she can make that complaint and that's fine. But you insert yourself into this whole situation and then complain,
Oh, it's a tough time to be a human on Twitter right now. Yeah, everyone on Twitter fucking sucks. It's 90% bots.
Well, I was saying that she would say that, I mean, I don't know if she would actually, but I was just saying it, like,
bald guys on Twitter too.
If she was just crying about that and about the transphobic hate she gets, it's one thing. But when you insert yourself into a situation and then you start getting hate, it's weird to me to defend yourself then by saying, well, I'm trans, I already get hate. It's like, well, that has nothing to do with the situation. We're talking about something else.
Yeah, that's, if I make a shitty take about the Super Bowl tonight, next Thursday, I don't get to say, well, go easy on me because I'm bald. It doesn't have fucking anything to do with it. Well, you guys put a lot of eggs in the chat, so you're not allowed to call me out for my bullshit Super Bowl take. Because I've been harassed before about something unrelated.
So here's an edit. Is this pedo jacketing? We've got Vaush in the pedo jacket, the pedo varsity jacket. In quotes, in case you didn't understand, because honestly, after everything I've seen from Vaush, I could probably believe that this picture was real. So it was good that Ethan put there at the bottom. Not a real photo, obviously.
Dude, I mean, it's sad. It's sad that satire's dead when you have to do that.
After 100 posts on Discord about horse cock, I mean, well, I guess horse cock is different than the lolicon thing. So maybe everybody wouldn't directly make the connection.
I mean, you can call them different. I'll just say you bring either one of those up at a bar and I'm closing my tab and I'm going to another bar. But fine, yeah, they're different.
Switching seats. Oh, goodness. So let's check out some more. Here's some more tips for cope, okay? Tipster gets a lot of heat in this, dude. Tipster is not doing well. Tipster says here, yes, H3H3 Productions, you are losing your mind. You're being extremely bad faith, and now everyone is calling you out for it. After all the genuine good takes you've had over the past year, we expected better from you.
I'm going to pull this unrelated comment from 14 minutes ago where Joshua Putman says, Tipster likes using the word bad faith a lot because it feels relevant.
Oh my God, dude. But I don't even, how is it bad faith? I kind of want to know the bad faith part. Yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours. So this
because it disagrees with my opinion, Danny. It's bad faith because it doesn't agree with what I think.
Because they watched they watched the streams. It's like, what do they want in terms of context? Him to sit there and watch the 4-hour stream where in 30 seconds of it, Vaush says something about how he likes to fuck women as a horse. Like, their bad faith thing is weird to me because they watch like 5 minutes surrounding the said quote. So it's like, how much more context can we get? Did he say at the beginning that he was just kidding or something? Like, everything I'm going to say in the stream actually is fake. So if you don't watch this part at the beginning, then everything I say after this, you didn't get enough context. Because I told everybody it was fake at the top. I told everybody I was lying at the top. You just didn't watch.
Exactly.
It's bad faith.
Bad faith, dude.
I
still want to know where the penis would be on a centaur, right? A centaur is the one with the human top.
They get two. They get two.
Like, is it where it would be on a horse, like on the horse's hind
Well,
legs, or is it in between the horse's front legs, which is where it would be on a man? I mean, these are the questions that after all of this goddamn Vaush talk, I expected to have had answered by now, but still somehow I remain confused.
Okay, Kevin, he's not into centaurs, okay? This isn't fucking Lord of the Rings, dude. He just likes horses. It's not fucking unicorns.
Not a man who should be in a home being looked after because he's taking his medication.
But apparently after all this, he's losing. H3 is losing his mind. And he says, now everyone is calling you out for it. I think it's funny as we do a show that's, a bunch of Twitter shit. I'm constantly fucking browsing Twitter for the next funny thing for us to watch.
Thanks, Carla.
I'm on Twitter a lot, okay? I don't think I've seen very many fucking everyone calling out H3. I've seen a shit ton of, resurfacing of old tipster clips where he says he defends Lolly, old ones. So, he's been doing it for a while. I've seen bunches of hate on Vaush, Keffals, blah, blah, blah. Not really much. Most people are saying Ethan W on this one.
Hey, and so you can hear from it. You can hear it from the guy who's not wearing a Teddy Fresh hat, okay? We all know, everybody who's in this chat right now would confirm for you that if this was an opportunity to dunk on Ethan, and well, maybe not this exact opportunity, because like this is just
you could wrong. Kevin, go ahead and argue for Vaush real quick.
There is nothing this is crazy. I take every free shot I can. The only person that gets more heat from me, I think, at this point would be Hassan.
Yeah.
I love to poke fun at Ethan, but no, come on. This is why I'm so upset. It's supposed to be the Super Bowl. I think it's still happening. All right, I believe.
Yeah, just about.
It's supposed to be like a holiday for me, one of the greatest days of all time, and yet here I am dealing with the fact that I've agreed with not only Ethan Klein, but also that fucking troll or goblin, whatever, Keemstar. I am taking L's all over the place here today, but I still feel it's the right thing to do.
Keemstar here. Check this out. What the hell?
Yeah, of course, Keffals deleted her tweets. What? No way. Are these home baked?
See this one? Can you move us real quick, Kev?
Oh, I could.
Or maybe just block us out. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's perfect. Diorio says, we forgive Ethan Klein. And Keemstar says, honestly, right now I do. He's a parent. He understands the sickos need to be stopped.
Keemstar understands that too, because I think he has custody of his girlfriend.
I was gonna say, as like Ethan and Keem's brains might not be in the same place, but they have came together for the same.
They're both looking
conclusion.
After young,
I don't know if Ethan's really worried about his kids like getting exposed to Vaush, and that's why he went after the guy. But maybe.
No,
you gotta save these kids from Vaush.
Keem somehow, this is an easy win, and Keem somehow manages to kind of flub the landing here. Like all you had to do is say, honestly, right now I do. You didn't have to add that weird part. First of all, is Daniel Keem a parent?
Well, he has an adopted kid. Yes, I think that's the lore that he adopted a kid at some point. Not Brantley.
This used to be a proper country. Are you kidding me?
I could be wrong. Somebody in chat correct me if I'm if I'm wrong, but
okay. If you,
I think he has an adopted kid. Yeah. Or maybe did, like it might be too old now. I don't know.
An adopted child of Keemstar. I want you to know you can DM our producer, Poland
we'll have you on the show.
At cloutroute@gmail. And we will help you. No, we won't do it on the show, but we got to get you away from Keemstar. No one should be subjective to having that man in his family.
They live with mom. Kid lives with mom, according to VDub. So he has a daughter.
He has my God. I mean, I'm just heartbroken.
But there's more to this Vaush. Maybe I feel like it's going to come back around, and like Tuesday we'll have more to look at. But even Ethan has said some more shit since I did all of this research. I mean, got critical shouts out to Critical Shogun here with some screenshots. This is just, I wanted to bring this up as the last nail in the coffin before we go. Vaush had the opportunity to be on the show. This person says, wait, so Ethan accepted being on Vaush's show, and then Vaush said, actually, no, I rescind my original invitation. So Ethan responds to this and says, yes, I offered him to be on our show, and he said no because you will lie about me. Interesting.
Well, that's a good reason to be on. So
you're live, dude. You're live.
Counter those lies.
Like, how is that a good answer for not?
Can I say,
you're gonna lie about me? Then you say, hey, Ethan, stop lying about me. And
that's
then
exactly
why he's lying.
That's what I would want. If somebody's besmirching me, if somebody is defaming me, I want to be on a live stream with them, and I want them to tell fucking lies. So I have evidence. So I can win my case.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, so I can dunk on them and win the debate. But we're talking about a guy who thinks the people who purchase child porn shouldn't be punished. So, I mean, whatever.
I mean, he's supposed to be the debate bro. That's like the lefty thing, is to like get on streams and fucking bitch at each other. So what the fuck? Now all of a sudden he doesn't want to get up on there and fucking talk shit. Now all of a sudden you talk shit about everybody else. You got all these fucking endless political streams where you're talking shit. And then the opportunity you get to come on and defend yourself, which should be the most important thing to bitch about, I would imagine, you say no. It makes a lot of sense.
But you might lie about me, Danny, while I'm right there. You might lie to my face.
And there's more here. It says, then he said, you can come on my show if you want to talk about it. He claims I'm only doing this for views and that our live Friday had huge numbers. In actuality, it was very typical numbers, Ethan says.
You're only doing it for views, but putting it on my channel, I'm not doing it for views.
Yeah, it's like, what kind of criticism is you're only doing it for views? Let's do it on my channel.
If nobody's doing it for views, shouts out to our sponsor of this episode, StreamYard. Link in the description. If you would like to confront potential cartoon wielding pedophiles, you can do so by clicking the link in the description. And yeah, you can go on to someone else's live stream. And what's crazy about StreamYard, Danny, so sorry about this, they could both go live to their same channels at the same time. So if it wasn't really about the views for anybody, there are ways to do this. Get fucked.
Oh yeah, definitely ways to do this. Ethan says, I immediately accepted his offer to go on a show, asking him what the difference was, a question he did not answer. So what we just said, Ethan asked him like, well, what's it matter if it's on my show or your show? No answer there. Vaush says, he said he won't ever believe that I'm not knowingly lying about him and rescinded his offer.
Right.
He won't ever believe me that I'm knowingly lying. Like, how does Vaush know in his fucking, I guess he's fucking X-Men. He's like fucking Xavier in this shit. And he's like, no matter what you say to me, that you're not lying about me willingly, you're definitely, I know you're lying. I know you're lying.
I know you won't believe me because I know I'm lying.
It's like, what? How do you know that you won't ever believe that he's not knowingly lying? Like, what the fuck? I love that so much.
This guy's an idiot. I'm disgusted, Danny. Like and subscribe, guys, please, because we do not live in a moral and just plane if this creepy pervert has more subscribers in the Clout realm. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I agree.
That's a challenge to all of you. What are we doing here?
And shouts out to everybody that's here. I mean, for a pre-Super Bowl just about to start stream here, we've got a good number, so we're glad to see everybody out today. Thank you so much for coming here today to hear me and Kevin talk some shit about Keffals and Tipster and Vaush. I mean, Vaush he's definitely the biggest downfall, most embarrassing thing to happen to somebody online for a good while. Like, this is a good start to the year, I feel like.
Yeah.
I haven't seen an embarrassing thing like this, like, roll into just such a, like, train wreck, you know? Because at first it was just, he leaked some fucking pictures of his and it could have ended there and he probably still could have got canceled, you know? Like, if he just would have showed the folder. But then it's like, this streamer talk about it, and then he responds to a bunch of it and just makes him, it just gets worse and worse and worse the more you look at it. You can't look away.
Well, I'm gonna after this stream.
No more Vaush and horse. I don't want to think about a horse for a while. I've always hated horses ever since we were teenagers and that fucking Mr. Hands went around, that horrific shit. I've hated horses. Horses are no. We replaced the horses long time ago. We drive cars now. Okay, I don't need fucking horses. What do we need horses for? What are they doing? Taking up space, shitting on the street sometimes when fucking the Amish decide to drive through and fucking you just get horse poop flopping everywhere. I hate that.
Listen, you want to be a degenerate and ride a horse? Play Red Dead Redemption 2 like the rest of us, you sick son of a bitch.
Vaush should just be an Amish. He should give up the fucking streaming thing and just go be an Amish. And he can hang out with horses all the time, being Amish. Smoking big joints in Amish.
I don't know, man. The Amish, they have like a religion and stuff. They might actually be anti-pedophiles.
They're like, hey, actually, we don't accept your kind here, you ugly bearded white fuck. Yeah, you might look like Jebediah over there, but no.
See, I didn't say he couldn't pass as an Amish. Well, he's on the side of the road, but once they start talking.
So let's get into this.
Let's go.
Shouting out our chat.
Danny, just a heads up. I sent the Discord invite in chat. Joshua Putman just joined the server.
There you go.
Let's be careful, guys. Let's not block or kick Josh out because this is supposed to be the real Josh. All right.
How do we have Joshua Putman and Poland Spring in the Discord at the same time? It's not possible.
Oh. Wow, that's ambitious, right? You got it on your phone and on the computer.
Yeah, Josh is going to be multitasking.
I mean, that's the kind of hustle that gets you an executive producer gig, Danny.
Yeah, that's right. Tara, nice to see you at the top. On lunch, what's good? Glad you caught a little glimpse of the Clout route while you're on your lunch. Perfect with a ham sandwich, I feel like.
Great point, PT. Great point. Great point.
That is interesting, huh? She only left one comment, and then Josh has just been prolific in the chat here, so he's not beating the allegations, that's for sure. Poland. We've got Fusion Tony, AO from Fusion Tony Gaming, but then we've also got, oh, my bad, I was on my gaming channel. So hopefully he gave us 2 likes while he was here, too.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Tony. That's great.
We've got Carla at the top. Hey, boys. Nice to see you, Carla. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for reminding me that I forgot OnlyFans. Only Mistakes. Shouts out to Only Mistakes. Not to be confused
still here?
with OnlyFans. Oh, goodness gracious. V-Dub says, hey, thank you for being here. Parking Tigers with the horse and the corn at the top. He knew what we were getting into. Shadow says, you think I'll get reported on Twitter for pretending to be disabled. So I hope that doesn't happen.
Sell it well enough.
I hope that, guess what, Shadow? I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of disabled people on Twitter.
Believe it or not, that's most of them.
Oh, goodness gracious. So thank you, Shadow. We've got Schopenhauer here at the top. Thank you, Shoppy. Harles Barkley. He's super dipped. Super Dave super dipped. Unbelievable.
Super disappointed when he sees how much fun we had for 2 and almost a half hours. But that's all right. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. Who knows?
We'll hit you back up again sometime there. Super. Only Mistakes with the eggs, of course. Thank you, Only Mistakes. We got Connor with the sound sus. I mean, yeah, Dave, why aren't you here during the horse episode, dude? Sounds sus.
Maybe he was not going to be on our side on this one.
I guess not. Wait till we see a Monday morning stream from Dave, and he's like, the Clout route was wrong.
That's when I stream snipe him for episode 1 of the Kev morning show.
He's like, the Clout route was wrong, and it's just like a picture of him riding a horse on the front of the thumbnail.
Talk about the allegations.
Oh, goodness gracious. Kangaloo, thank you for tuning in. She just got done walking her puppy. We love that.
Probably watching it too while you walk it. Yeah, that's good.
That makes sense, I guess.
Great.
Yeah.
Shout out to the puppy. That's always fun. Good.
I never watch where I'm walking.
Well, you will, and you got a dog, and those things poop, Danny. You'll start walking.
We've got Hollywood Huggy in chat. What the fuck is that shit? He must have got upset about something we were showing. Sorry, Huggy. Nice to see
right.
you.
You're all right. You'll be all right, Huggy. Good to see you there, bud.
You'll be all right, Huggy. Let's see. I don't think I missed anybody. Poland Spring was in here somewhere. I mean, pretending like she wasn't Joshua Putman, but I can't really find that one anywhere. We do have Joshua Putman though. Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Well, if Josh is schizophrenic and he has multiple personalities or whatever, and one of them is Poland and one of them is Josh, does it count as 2 producers or is it just one?
Those for us, as long as they're both liked and subscribed, dude. And shout Project Mayhem, brother. Let's do it. All right.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so that's good then. We're good.
Locked and loaded, baby.
Tuesday's episode will be a big one. We got tons of stuff. Tucker and Putin. Some other stuff on the dock. Some cutie Cinderella hate. That was pretty fun.
Putin, you say, huh?
He do be Putin.
Do be pooping.
But yeah,
in the gulag.
We appreciate you all for being here. I hope I didn't miss anyone in chat.
You got one last question though. Connor needs to know. Connor's betting on this, by the way. So
okay, give it to him, Kev.
Yeah, it's for you first. You got to pick a winner, and then I'll pick the first TD score. So who you think is going to win this one?
The Chiefs is the op, right? It's the Taylor Swift op.
Yep.
So I'm going 49ers, not only to be a contrarian because of that, but my mother growing up always 49ers fan. So this one's to my mom, okay? Betting on the Niners.
Look, I do. Niners have a soft spot in my heart. You can't see it because of the new camera angle, but I have a Notre Dame flag right there. Joe Montana, my first favorite quarterback, played for the Niners. But we've already discussed why I know that the Chiefs will win because #Illuminati confirmed. Connor, to answer your question, the Super Bowl MVP this year will be one Mr. Travis Kelce. He is going to catch only like 5 or 6 passes for about 70 yards. Not great number-wise, but he's going to catch 2 touchdown passes in a game that's actually going to be kind of low scoring because the Chiefs' best part about their team this year has actually been their defense. And so Travis Kelce, he's going to catch 2 very important touchdowns. Also, the first one. So there you go. Lock it in, baby.
I love this. Wow.
Boom.
That's quite the
Oh yeah, I only do this like 4 days a week on the other channel.
Quite
right?
the analysis.
Believe it or not, I know what the fuck I'm doing around here. Right? I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Actually, I can't say I don't just run my mouth because that's exactly what I do. But hey, you talk fast enough, Danny, it makes sense to people who don't know what they're hearing.
V-Dub made us a nice send-off meme here. So thank you, V-Dub, for that. We love that.
Is it CBS, V-Dub? I'll check. I think it's on CBS.
Oh, nice.
I love that meme though.
Get him with that. Get him with that info before we head out. But we do appreciate you. Make sure you're here on Tuesday. We'll see you then. We got, like I said, a big show coming.
CBS,
all this Vaush hate has been great. Parking Tiger says, thank God Dave is asexual. So actually, we can rest assured that Super Dave did not miss the stream today for any other reason than, the content got a little too spicy for him. He's asexual. He doesn't want to talk about, what Vaush does want to do with a horse, rather other than riding it, maybe. like on top of it, like on its back.
Dude.
With the saddle. He might talk about that, but in terms of the, when it gets into the kinky parts, Dave's not necessarily into it as much. Okay. No, Dave actually had a family emergency, just so you guys know. I don't want to end the stream by saying, well, he's asexual.
He do be pooping though, I think. I can't
Maybe that's what he's doing right now. Pooping. Kanga's on it today. I got the horses in the back. It reminds me of that fucking when somebody was singing this the other day because of this Vaush shit, the horses in the back thing. It reminds me of Pearl did. Remember Just Pearly Things?
Unfortunately, yes.
When before she became an internet Twitter grifter, she was trying to sell printers and shit to people. And she did a remix of that Horses in the Back song. She's like, I got printers in the back, paper on the stack. Something. That's what it reminds me.
Oh, we have to find that. I need to watch that.
Tuesday.
Okay.
All right, folks. Thank you for being here. We love you. Go watch the Super Bowl. Go 49ers and Taylor Swift. We love you. Peace.
Like and subscribe, damn it.
Like that shit.